is brought to you by the Realm of Collectors. Please stand by and take your seats. Good evening, and welcome to Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. If you would please kindly take your seats, the show will begin momentarily.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another Friday, another episode of Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. I'm your host, Nick Brammer. We've got the full crew for you guys tonight.
All right.
Yo.
Hello.
What's up?
Oh, hold on, I gotta turn you guys up. Whee! See, I'm getting better at this shit.
Can they hear me
Turn
now?
Rush down.
Yeah, no, it wasn't
Rush
me.
down.
It wasn't here, that big mouth bastard. God.
Dude, the way Hangouts is I can't even mute him.
Here, I can.
Yeah, there he goes. Mutes himself. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do our intros as we do each week. And as always, we're going to start with Josh, who muted himself, Fisher.
Well, I had to cough.
Oh, there you go, buddy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? You can catch me here every Friday night with these cats on the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel. You can also catch me every Friday on the All Queued Up podcast with my buddy Greg. My Facebook profile is public, so if you want to follow me on any social media accounts, you can do that. They're all linked to my profile, my Twitch page, Twitter, Instagram, all that. So, yeah. Follow me there. And that's it.
Beautiful. Do you want to talk about anything you might have upcoming?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I figured, we could do that after everybody else got their intros out of the way, and then before we go into the news, I could talk about that if you didn't care.
Okay. I was trying to give you an opportunity.
Oh, I know.
But go ahead and do it. So now we'll do it after everybody else. You lost your time to be special. Rob, what's up? Where are you at on the internet?
Oh, on the internet? I'm hiding in the R-O motherfucking C.
Oh, he's all fired up.
I
tonight.
can't wait to see
He
you
is
fucking-
pumped up tonight, isn't he?
He's extremely.
That's
yeah,
because
dude.
I've been failing motherfuckers who shouldn't be driving trucks all week.
Good for you, man.
Rob should work at the DMV, dude. You fail.
That's the shit Bobo on Howard Stern does. He was a driving instructor for truckers.
Oh, fuck
Oh
that.
boy, that's stressful.
Otherwise, you find me at Rob's Hobbies on the Instagrams and every Friday night with you motherfuckers not failing my boys.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's good to hear, man. We made it. We made the cut.
What the fuck does that shirt?
Well, you made half a cut.
Swedish Power?
Yeah, dude. I got it on eBay.
What the fuck, Sam?
You buy the oddest shirts, man.
What the? Why is the pony Swedish?
Now read it from his head down.
Supreme Swedish Power.
Yeah.
That's
I
pretty
think he's trying to
awesome.
make a political
Yo.
statement here, but
Damn, dog, are you
the
gonna be
United
throwing up
States-
okay signs and shit?
Oh God, shut up.
The U.S. women's soccer
Hey,
team.
come on. That's the circle game.
I know. It's
Don't let them have the circle game.
never. Circle game for life.
circle game. For life. Wait until TF con I'm a circle game, everybody. and then they're gonna throw me out. He's racist. That's racist.
They frown on that kind of shit. Anyway,
That's why Nick didn't even book a room. He's not going to make it to the first night.
yeah, he's just like, fuck it, I'm not staying.
Russ, did I even do your intros?
No, not yet, but that's okay. I think you get to it.
We'll get to it at some point. Hey, what's up, Russ?
Yeah, you know. Guys, how you doing tonight?
What's up, dude?
I'm trying to be as fired up as Rob, but well, I just can't quite get there.
You didn't
Sorry.
fail enough people this week.
No, I didn't. Yeah.
Me talking
like-
to your wife for a full 15 minutes before the show didn't get you.
Yeah, it didn't because I don't know. I'm just used to it. You're just always up.
He's always creeping around.
What
Yeah,
I
I know,
want to know
he's
is
a creepy little bastard.
what did you do to piss her off so bad that she was hitting all of us up?
I know she's excited. She's like,
Ooh.
well, I mean, it wasn't me.
Russ
It's-
went and closed towards your us, man.
yeah, in her defense, it's the breaking news. But anyway, you can
Yeah.
find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, I do that too, on occasion.
Yeah,
I'm
Twitter,
always-
man. Everything goes.
Yeah, it's great, man.
Right up
It's
your
awesome.
alley.
bro.
Yeah, it's an all out, man. Painter pictures and everything. ROC, Facebook page. I like to post shit up in there every now and then. And of course, here every Friday night with you fine chaps. And and that's it, man. It's been a long fucking week, so I am so happy to be here with you guys. So you have no idea. It's been an incredibly fucked up week.
Yeah.
You know, I got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week, and then we head out of town on Friday night. So I'm happy to be on vacation, but every time I'm getting ready to take vacation, the time leading up to it just fucking sucks.
Dude, it's because you know you got a break coming up, man.
Yeah, and I think everything is amplified. You know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I
Every
hear that,
little
bro.
thing gets on your nerves more, you know.
Exactly.
See, like I've been fighting a sinus headache all week, so I've been trying to burn it out with liquor. So I've been having like that fucking sinus headache, and then adding being hungover to it, and it's just like, fuck, I hate everyone.
It's a good plan. I like it.
I figured if I have a headache, if I kill off more brain cells, maybe I'll kill off the brain cells that the headache is hurting.
Be careful with
That's
them. Man.
sound
You only got
logic.
so many left.
Sound logic.
Words.
Sound logic. I like it.
You done, Russ?
I'm done, Bubba.
Done,
I'm
Russ?
done.
You
I'm done. I'm done. Sorry. I like to monopolize the show. Come on. It's all good.
Plus,
Yeah.
we have celebrity status all up in the chat right now, so we had to give her a little bit of loving.
And our
And-
own Swedish miniature David Duke, Sam Fisher.
God. Sam Fisher, dude,
Jesus
no. No. I've got this son.
What's up, Nick?
What's up, you jerks? I'm here, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Hey!
I was trying to give you the wrong last name so that people
Yeah,
don't
dude,
know.
hit up Sam Fisher and tell him to screw off, man. That dude's a jerk.
Where he
You find
is,
him on
man.
Facebook.
Fucking crawling around, chasing after people with night vision goggles and shit.
I'm waiting for Sam to come up with some new gang signs, walking around going, "Oi, sweet the power!"
Jesus, Rob.
Have you,
Rob's out of
have
control,
Why
you-
does
dude.
my Swedish accent sound Japa fucking knees?
I don't know. Have you not heard of the supreme Swedish power?
Apparently, my dog doesn't like me saying Swedish power.
Oh,
What'd he
God.
do?
What did he kirk out? Swedish power, motherfucker. No, sorry.
All right, poor
He must,
Sam
he
Mead.
all
must
over
be
the
from
place.
Denmark.
Poor Sam Mead, our personal hobbit. What's up,
We
buddy?
love it. We love
What's up,
him, though.
guy?
We love him to death.
Why do you think
I'm,
I call him a hobbit? Hobbit. Everybody loves hobbits.
Insta Sam 89 on Instagram, and then here every Friday night. Hello,
You see?
everybody.
As Sam says, he's like,
Just sit down, man.
It's not like I called him Hornswoggle. Everybody
He's
hates
not
that little
ginger enough.
dude.
He's not ginger enough to be called Hornswoggle.
He doesn't
I
get fucked up enough to be Vern Troyer.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I tried to, man.
And he's claustrophobic, so he can't be Kenny Baker.
Oh,
Good
no.
Lord. Well, for so many other reasons, he can't be Kenny Baker.
Yeah, he's also not British, so he can't be Warwick Davis.
There you go.
What about Peter Dinklage?
Dude, he's doing good, man. Warwick Davis. He's
Oh,
still
yeah.
around.
Yo, Peter Dinklage.
He looks the same, too.
Yeah.
Peter Dinklage has a head of hair that is fucking enviable. So
It's
Well,
incredible.
Sam
isn't it?
has a head of hair. It's just all on his
It's
face.
beautiful.
It's the wrong spot.
all right, we've dragged this out far enough. I'm Nick Brammer.
Yeah, I think so.
You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram. most of all, you find me in the ROC, the Realm of Collectors.
Where I find him at all the time in my wife's DMs, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a good intro, man. Dude, I got a story for you guys real quick. So my wife was telling me one time
hold
when
on.
her and her friends.
The reason why I can't stop being in Anna's DMs is
Here we go.
Is because the heart wants what the heart wants, man.
I thought it was the heart wants what the penis wants, but I guess
That
maybe
too,
I'm confused.
That's true for all guys, though. We just kind of follow it.
Go ahead, Sam. Sorry to fuck up your story with this
my wife
shitty
was telling me
joke.
one time when her and her friends were in high school, they were driving around and like there was this car that kept like honking at them and like following them around, and then like he pulled up to them like at a stoplight and he was jacking off, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
I thought you were gonna say he was wearing a Michael Myers mask or some shit.
That's when your wife should have looked over at him and said, "Wow, that's tiny."
Shit.
They were all just like, ah! These people are crazy.
All they gotta do is point and laugh.
Yeah, I know, man. He was like, he was laughing like the devil.
When I used to drive a truck,
Dude.
I used to drive down to Virginia Beach.
They barely can't hear Nick.
And I would when you're in a truck, you sit up higher to everybody, right? So the best thing is when in the summertime, everyone's convertibles, they always got their shit down, right? So you can just see everything, everything's going on in a car, And it's funny, So I'm sitting there in traffic, backup traffic, waiting to go through the tunnel to get out to Virginia Beach. And I look over, and this chick is just giving her dude a hand job.
Yeah, man.
I'll tell you from experience, what you see in a truck cannot be unseen.
Oh, it is insane, dude. It's insane. I'm just like, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I kept watching. So, like,
oh my god!
I think I had the mic too far away from my mouth.
He said, "I want to see where this goes."
I hope this is better.
I was
for
intrigued.
You, Bethany.
I was like, wow, how long is she going to keep going? Boy, she hurt. She got a lot of. I wonder her hands cramped. That's pretty good.
The dude was laughing all day. They must have a long drive. She was taking her time.
That's great. Damn right.
Was there cocoa butter on the dashboard?
I don't know. I just know he was like, he had his head back like this. He's like, oh. I was like, you lucky prick. Anyway.
Not looking at the road. His eyes closed all the way. He's like this. Cars fucking weaving it out of lane.
Yeah, you know he's just, they're just gonna die in a fiery autographs.
Why not?
Now timing there would be everything.
Okay, now that's enough for story time.
Bethany wants to know: did you finish watching her though, Russ?
Well, traffic ended up moving a little bit, so I ended up kind of moving ahead of them, but I didn't get to keep watching. I watched as long as I could though.
You were checking your rear view just to see the expressions on his face, weren't you?
Yeah, well, he was like, I kept looking at my side view because I had a big box on the back, so I couldn't see out the rear view, so I had to look at my side view. So I'm looking, I'm like, and I'm trying to see, and you got spot mirrors, and it's kind of a bitch to see out of spot mirrors because they're so small. But
the boredom on the road is real.
It is, especially when you're just sitting in a backup. But
you guys listen. They were talking on ETR about like I think Tyler said like some dude that they were driving. He had like a 17-inch MacBook and he was just watching Netflix.
Dude, I've seen fucking truck drivers doing that shit for Chicago.
When I was doing my student teaching, I drove on these like it was like in the middle of nowhere, and like you just had to take all these like windy ass country roads like through like cornfields and shit. And I
don't like my roads.
Yeah, probably. I pulled up to this stop sign, and I just happened to look at the dude behind me, and this dude is reading a book, like while he's driving.
Yep,
that's fucking crazy, dude.
Like he was driving, and he just had the book like right here in one hand on the steering wheel.
You want to freak him the fuck out? Lay on the air horn when you're like just next to him.
Yeah, that's pretty. That some chicks giving roadhead. Oh, you roboted.
Who roboted?
You roboted.
Rob did. Rob is frozen.
Oh, Rob did.
Am I frozen?
No, you're not now.
You're good now.
I said roadhead. I see that shit all the time.
Yeah, throw that fucking air horn while you're going past some chick giving roadhead. See what happens.
I have.
Just
God damn.
shot.
It's a mixed bag. It either doesn't phase him at all, or the dude instantly swerves one direction or the other because I'm pretty sure she bit his dick.
Ugh.
The worst is when she vomits all over him because he choked her.
Well,
Oh,
if that's the problem,
that's
she needs to work on her gag reflex.
Hey,
Alright.
sometimes.
Maybe she should get a bad dragon in practice.
Or one of those new fucking ones. That was scary.
I know, right? Dino dick.
Officially going sideways. Hello, guys.
And we ain't talking Grimlock. All right, guys. Before the show went on the air, we had some breaking news. I don't know how breaking, but Toys R Us will be coming back this Christmas in a smaller footprint.
Yeah, I'd heard of some rumors about something going down, but everyone kept saying it's going to be at malls or shit like that. And
Well, they were talking pop-ups or some shit last
yeah,
year.
that kind of stuff. Yeah,
Kind of like the Spirit Halloween. Like they always have the toy stores that open up at the mall like every year. And those seem to do well. They're seasonal. Like they only open up around Christmas time. So I think if they can, are they buying those stores? I wonder if they're just like trying to compete with that.
I don't know. It's kind of crazy. The idea of them even, just trying to make a comeback is kind of fun though. I'm kind of I'm pulling for them.
Yeah, the problem is like, malls are fucking dying too though, and
they are.
The traffic's way down.
Man, I got 3 by me, and they all seem to be doing well. Like, so the ones by where my mom and dad live, they all closed, but the ones by me, like, they seem to be doing well. So I wonder if that's like because like every time I go in there, they're packed, and like you don't see a lot of empty stores or much at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think in some places they're thriving still, but just there's a lot of other places where they're dying out.
All right, there's two good malls near me. There's one in Clearwater, and there's 2 in Tampa. One of them is the International Mall that's got like the Apple Store, like the Foot Locker base store, shit like that. But the closest to me, the what is it? Gulf Valley View Square Mall.
That mall doesn't have enough names.
Yeah. Like,
that sounds like a uppity rich kind of class.
Or the other way.
50% of the fucking stores are empty. The comic shop had to move back there because the shopping center across the road
rent was cheap, man.
Was fucking with him, so he got like a wonderful deal to go back in there. And they're building apartments right onto the back of the mall.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They knocked the one here in Point down and turned the remainder of the building to part of the tech college. The one in Wausau shut down completely. The one in Appleton is doing fucking awesome though.
We got a lot of what I see is like those like outdoor malls. Like it's just a mall, but it's like looks like just a shopping center or like a little like I guess you call it like a shopping village or whatever. Yeah. I see a lot of those, and it's like I wonder it's like literally the only difference. Like it's the exact same stores, like the layout's even the same. The only difference is that a mall's enclosed and these are open air. Have you guys seen those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Here. I think our mall in Appleton is surrounded by those.
Yeah, and it's funny to me. It's like those are doing well, and then
like outlet,
or like even once it like just like when we were in Florida, there's one. It was just like the exact same type of stores you'd see in a mall, like H&M, a movie theater, and like all the like Victoria's Secret and shit. But it's just like it's just like in that open air, like it just looks like a little like village. I guess
have all the generic stores that are in malls.
Yeah,
all the crazy shit.
I'll tell you what really doesn't seem to do well in Florida, and that's bookstores.
Oh, dude,
big surprise there.
Surprise, dude! Nobody knows how to read.
Oh shit!
Put some Dr. Seuss in there; it'll sell like crazy.
No.
That's just Did
you ever read Dr. Seuss when you're high? That shit's mess up,
dude. Honestly, No, I haven't, to be honest with you.
Me
It
neither.
kind of is intriguing me a little.
Yeah,
bit.
that's the last thing I want to do when I'm high, dude. I want to watch
Yeah,
I know,
TV.
right?
I don't
Trying
want to
to
be
watch
thinking
TV.
about green eggs and ham for like 2 hours. Like, what the fuck was this dude doing?
I just want to watch TV and eat everything in my house.
One of my
Yep.
friends in high school had a kid in high school. So, like, real young. I think he was 14 when his kid was born.
Oh wow!
And we would blaze up and read this kid Dr. Seuss.
It's awesome.
We would
man.
take
That's
fucking
pretty
turns,
good.
me, his girlfriend, and him, and a couple of our friends. We'd be reading this kid Dr. Seuss stoned.
That's beautiful. God damn, it's beautiful. God, that's awesome. All right, so what are we covering first? Sorry, I'm screwing around with this damn beast figure
The
again.
Marvel
God damn it.
Legends anniversary set.
Ooh, what do you think?
I think
Dude,
there's like
Crickets?
I think they're,
I know, right? We're kinda like,
I think they're doing too many things.
You
Yeah.
think so?
Yeah, there's not many of them I like, and half the 2-packs I only like one figure in it,
Yeah,
and like
I-
they're doing the love triangle one with
right.
Wolverine, Jean Grey, and Scott, and I can't remember the other ones.
I don't know. I'd like to see them do, if they're going to do this 80th celebration thing, do that studio series style and bring back some of the older, harder to find ones. Or as far as like the build of figures, man, bring like that, what's it, Fing Fang Foom back and shit.
Yeah,
Dude, that'd be smart because they already have the mold.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
something that I think that they should do, and like that's one that a lot of these molds they won't re-release because they want to update them, which I'm fine with. But with that one, it's like so big and dumb that you wouldn't really have to.
so
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm just looking on Google right now. The Wolverine and Hulk set is branded as 80th, 80 years.
Right.
And that's a decent set, especially
Yeah.
if you don't have a whiskered Wolverine.
Mhm.
That very first
Well,
appearance.
dude, there's not a classic Hulk like in the Hasbro era
Yeah,
right now. So that's
true.
really the only one we
that's
have.
true too. And he's not a
Yep.
bad looking Hulk.
We've
No.
got like 2 or 3 movie ones, and that's
Well,
it.
if
Yeah.
you appreciate that look more so than and I kind of do.
I just
so.
don't know if the shirt is molded on, because that would be a really big fit.
No, it comes off because if they were
Oh.
gonna do that, they'd have to do a new tooling for a torso piece, and that's too expensive.
Yeah, but it's Hasbro. we know that's a lot.
Well, they want to reuse that buck, man, and which they
Of
already
course.
are in the SDCC exclusive.
Yeah.
Um,
But it's still a cool
So-
idea. I mean,
with the Nick, and I'll wait till you get done with this rundown because I got a question for you.
All
But
right. They got the Quicksilver, Magneto, Scarlet Witch 3-pack.
that'll be out Sunday. That's getting to
Oh.
people on Sunday through
Is
Amazon.
it?
That's,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
that's coming out. That looks great, man.
They got a re-release of the cap that they just did with the the throwing effect for the shield that they did in the vintage wave.
that's pretty awesome. I mean,
Colossus and Juggernaut.
That one I got that one pre-ordered.
Okay. That's cool, dude.
And then I guess they got it like a classic 60s or 70s looking Tony Stark, Iron Man.
Oh.
Looking and seeing, I guess, Scourge and Hela.
Oh, boy, they're trying to redo. Is that the same Hella figure that they did before?
Well, all of the sculpts are updated. Would do.
Are they new sculpts, or did they just kind of fix them up a little bit?
kind of fixing them up a bit?
That's not bad. At least you're trying to put something into it. Probably better paint and
And
stuff. Probably.
Oh, there's a Thor coming, like a classic Thor,
That one looks good, man. I'm gonna
Yeah.
catch that. That looks great.
and then I'm just checking to make sure. But the last 2-pack. Oh, there's some other Spider-Man things. The last 2-pack is going to be the Games Master and Korg. So you're gonna have a proper
yeah.
Korg.
And we'll have a Jeff Goldblum head sculpt and
Hell
1/12 scale.
yeah.
Oh
Really excited
wow.
about that, man.
Who? I mean, Who doesn't want Jeff Goldblum on their fucking shelf? That's great.
Yeah, of course. More live.
And then
Mhm.
the ones for Spider-Man are Agent Anti-Venom, which is Flash Thompson with the anti-venom suit.
That's some type of exclusive somewhere.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
it's
remember
Entertainment
where.
Earth.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. And then the other one is a BBTS exclusive, right? The Big Time Spider-Man. The
Yeah.
bulletproof suit,
Yeah.
the green and black one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that
Wow,
got
they're
released.
redoing. They're redoing
Yeah, that
one?
came out in 2013, like well into the Hasbro era. But that buck that they use is outdated, and I'm glad they're getting a re-release. I mean,
Yeah.
any Spider-Man costume, they'll make money on.
What are they?
I'm actually just real quick.
Sorry.
I'm really impressed with the new 2-pack Spidey, the black suited one. It looks amazing.
The one that
You
came
like
with
so
Craven?
Yeah.
you like that new one? You like that
Yeah.
one with? I don't like the eyes. I don't like the way they did his eyes. It kind of looks like he wears sunglasses. It's kind of weird.
No, the one you're thinking about is in the Kingpin wave.
Oh, that's the one I thought you were talking about. It's not the one.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, good,
The reason
good.
why
Okay.
reason why that
Okay.
one looks
Oh,
the reason that one looks that way is because it's the new symbiote Spidey.
okay.
So
I think
that's
it looks-
Venom, just like instead of
Yeah.
having a mouth or whatever, just like pointing his eyes out and shit.
Yeah, it looks
The
retarded.
new-
So.
The new 2-pack. The new 2-pack Spidey from the Craven line is black suited, classically black suited, so it's all classic. And
Okay, that's
then
cool.
It's got 2 heads. It's got a face where he's been beat the fuck out of by Craven, and then it's got a black
boy.
shit.
All right, that's probably awesome. What Spider-Man buck did they use? Did they use the pizza?
I
Spidey
think
or-
so, man.
Pizza one, and
Yeah,
that's the thing, like they invest in that buck
Yeah.
basically for Spider-Man, but
I'm not sure. Is
used
it
so
the
many
Pizza
times.
Spidey buck or is it the $20.99 buck?
It's the Pizza Spidey one. The 29.9 one's a little bit shorter, and like the torso is a little bit wider. I that's my favorite buck that they've ever done.
Or the 2099. I like that one too. That's badass.
The one they used on him and on like Firestorm, the X-Men dude. And I think that buck's just like perfectly proportioned. I'm not crazy about the Pizza Spidey one.
Well, I like it for some things, but other things I don't.
It's proposable, which is good.
Yeah, but there's some things I think it's too thick in some places, and you know.
This looks, I don't know, it might just because it's black, but it looks too like long to be the Pizza Spidey buck.
Yeah, it might not.
Because it's black. Because I mean, they're not going to put out a new buck for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't
For
think
that
so.
1-2-packer. I don't think that they have
Unless
a
they're
reason right
introduced-
now to replace that.
Yeah, unless they're introducing the new Spidey book in that pack. But I have
Because
no idea.
the only ones that get original bucks are movie stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, that's because that's Hasbro's that's their thing, man. Reuse.
I wonder what. I think it's good because they reuse his bucks. Like when you have all these figures on the shelves together, it looks like a line of figures. They all look cohesive. And almost looks like this. Like it'd be like if you looked at a comic book and Frank quietly drew Wolverine, and then like Olivier Coipel drew Thor, like in the same issue, and like it would be jarring, even if they were all good. But I think that's what Toy Biz was to me. It's like you had a panel, like a splash page, but every character was drawn by a different artist. Like they were all good on their own, but they didn't look great together. But I think with what Hasbro's done is made them all look like they're in the same line, like the same artist drew them all almost.
Yeah,
I like
it looks good.
Yes, that's why I don't mind the mold reuse, and they're clever about how they do it. And with the movie stuff, I wonder how the money works with that, because it's expensive to do the tooling. Like they had for the Black Series, every single figure gets its own new buck.
Well, the Four Horsemen do the same thing with Mythic Legions. I mean, they basically have a few bucks they reuse a lot, and and then all they do is basically just different paint jobs and shit, and change a few things here and there. You might have a different head, that kind of stuff. But it's a lot of the same body buck you see. So, I mean, you're right about that. It makes it goes together, So
yeah, they look good together, and they didn't necessarily always used to,
I agree with you, by the way, with the Toy Biz. That's true about them. there were some figures that you couldn't believe this. They were made by the same. You know, it's like wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's a lot of them.
Thor was a really good example.
Yes.
And it's like a lot of figures back then, at least you could tell that like they did the sculpt and then they went back and added articulation. You know, and so I like a lot of the female figures like look gangly and lanky and is weird. You know,
None of them can fucking stand half.
none of them. Literally, none of them stand.
You had to like lean them up against shit all the time.
But I will say, like, I got like with my X-Men setup, I got a couple that I've like swapped the Toy Biz head sculpts because their face paint on like an unmasked character, like they never fucked up any eyes back then, man. Yeah. Like I put the Toy Biz Professor X head on the new Hasbro one because I think it looks so much better.
It's it kind of works out size wise because Toy Biz they're scaling.
I had a drum. Yes, so like I wondered about that because if you hold them next to each other, like the Toy Biz head's a little bit smaller, but when I put it on the body, it was money, man. It looks great. So I was like, I'm gonna run with that.
He's like Xavier's head's the perfect size now. It's a little big and
yeah.
Oh shit, that's so funny. Dude. No, man. Tell me, are any of you guys really excited about? Well, obviously
I'm excited about the classic stuff because we really haven't got much. I mean, for as many toys as Hasbro pumps out, we don't have a classic Thor. We don't have a classic. We got a classic Cap. We don't have a good classic Iron Man. That one looks great, and I hope that paint looks as good as it does on like the pre-production pictures. Yeah. And it's like for me with Legends, the only ones I display are the X-Men. Everything else, like, it's something that piques my interest. I'll get it, and I'll just let my kids mess with it because, like, you literally like can't break them. They're like indestructible. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know about that. I broke a few.
Oh yeah, well you're a ham-handed son of a gun, dude. Because I let my kids mess with them and like they'll like my oldest son, like he like keeps them all in a backpack and he'll like take them wherever we go, and it's like they all seem to hold up well and it's cool. But
that's cool though. That's awesome, man.
Nick, you were saying that do you think they got too much going on?
Yeah, it doesn't seem really like, you know, it doesn't seem organized. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like there's an overarching. It's just like, oh, hey, look, this happened. It's
80
been
years
in our 80 years.
I think that's going to kind of mess everything up because, so like just from what I see.
Oh, sorry. In the Captain America with the bike is part of the 80th shit.
Yeah, and that's like it'll be like the Riders one or whatever.
Yeah.
But so like what I see online is there's a demand for this stuff and people are excited about it. And with Legends, because they're so cheap, people tend to put their money where their mouth is. You know, it's not like some Transformers release, like they show proto pictures, everyone's like, oh, I'm gonna get this, but then like when it comes down to it, they don't want to shell out the 150 or 180. But it's like with Legends, like, oh, you see them at Target, $20, throw it in the cart.
Yeah.
Different. But I kind of agree with you, Nick. Now I don't say it's too much because people don't want this stuff. I'm gonna say it's too much because at least in my
Russ, lift your laptop up.
Just driving with the top down. At least in my Target and in my Walmart, especially like in my Walmart, there's 100 Marvel Legends figures on the shelves that nobody wants. So like they don't reorder the new shit. So like you can't find anything new. And I know that's not a problem just around me.
Yeah, that's the same thing up here too.
And I know I could go to Dorkside Toys and order a case or whatever, but with Legends and Black Series 2, I save those for the thrill of the hunt, man. So it's like I look for this stuff. They have a hard time putting out new product on the shelf because I think those brick and mortar stores are really reluctant to clearance stuff out.
Yeah. They were doing it for a while. Like we had a bunch of the Black Panther wave go on like $5 a piece clearance at our Walmart, and now they restocked Legends twice since then. And they've got the Black Panther wave again.
Yeah, so like our Walmart, they clearance stuff out, but they do it once a quarter, so 4 times a year. But they still got waves from 2 years ago. And like I'm trying to find that Walmart exclusive Captain America, and I go to my Walmart and I'm like, well, shit, where are they gonna put it? Because they got the second X-Men wave from 2016 still sitting on the shelves, like Shatterstar and Polaris and what's her face, Dazzler, and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no one's gonna buy this at this point, you know. It's like a lot of those characters, like some random kid, unless he's my son, isn't gonna go to a store and be like, oh mom, get me Shatterstar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that stuff, like as much as collectors want it, like it doesn't have that shelf appeal, you know. And I know that's not just around me. I think that's a
Now, here's a question for you. Has your Targets been any better?
Targets, well, mine have. They've gotten more pegs for Legends, but at this point, they're all just clogged up with old shit too. You know, so it's and they do clearance stuff out, but it's still like, I mean, maybe twice a year they do it, like after Christmas and then like the beginning of summer. I feel like is when they do it.
Like,
but mine's been better as far as getting more, just having more, you know.
dude, they can't keep my NECA section fucking stocked.
Dude, that's
we don't even
awesome.
have one.
That's awesome. Well, see, that's the thing, because I did notice it. My Target and Walmart got more Legends once Toys R Us closed.
Dude, they have restocked those NECA turtles 3 times at least.
Dude, same thing with mine. Mine right now has one of each. Like one of each 2-pack, and they've been sitting for about a week. I haven't bought them, but I always go and look at them just because I'm like curious about this stuff. Like I'm sure all of us are, and we're at Target like 7 times a week. So
yeah, but yeah, the Legends have been better ever since the fucking Warlock wave in my Target.
Yeah, that's when mine started getting, because I remember the Juggernaut wave. I found the whole thing at Target, and that was when
weird.
They were like, they came out early, and I flipped it. Dude, that Warlock wave. I remember when that came out. I found a Colossus and Shatterstar at Target, and I sold a pair of them on eBay for like $95.
Nice.
And I was like, that's one of the things like people get mad about. I'm like, well, you go out there and find them then. You know,
Do that.
If you stumble onto something, shit, good for you. You know.
I bought them. I was like, I don't really want them.
I just bought that Magneto I needed to.
Which Magneto did you get?
The black costume one.
Yeah, that's the one I got. I love that one. That's awesome. I think I got that thing on the extreme cheap. I bought it from Pinkerton. I think he gave it to me like $5.
You should have just gave me the goddamn head I needed done.
I didn't get the head. It didn't have the build-a-figure part. He took that out.
Not the build-a-figure head. The fucking.
He's got like a masked head and an unmasked head.
Yeah, the unmasked head.
I like both those heads. Why am I? That's all my figure. That's all the figure.
Why are you trying to steal all the head from Russ?
I know. Stop trying to steal my head.
I'm trying to steal all the heads. Anybody that has extra Marvel Legends heads, send them to Nick Brammer.
Dude, I got you.
No,
man.
don't let him fool you. He wants all your heads. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All the heads belong to me.
Trying to get head from now?
What's up?
I said, who are you trying to get head from now? Everybody?
Everybody.
As much as we can, right? Well, Josh has been quiet because he doesn't do Marvel Legends, guys. So he's like, I have nothing to contribute to this conversation.
Josh, is there
pretty much?
Josh, is there a figure that Hasbro could do, and they just knock it out of the fucking park, and you would pick it up?
No.
No.
I mean, dude, they've knocked several of my favorite characters out of the fucking park, but I'm already balls deep into too many things already. I don't need to get into anything else.
I hear you, man.
I love the X-Men stuff that they've been doing for the past several years. Yeah. I love that most recent Cable.
That's a good toy, man. My son's got that. It's fun.
I love the stuff. I just I'm restraining myself. I'm restricting my collecting, and I'm focusing on certain things.
Dude, I do that with a lot of lines, man. I do that too. I just appreciate it from afar.
Well, here's the thing, guys. It's not about responsibility. I don't want to have to fucking rely on Misty to hand me my nuts out of her purse when I want to do something like you guys do.
Well, I'm sorry.
Ross,
Well, listen, there's a reason for that because I'm very irresponsible. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
like without Anna, we'd be bankrupt, dude. I'd be like, we can't pay the rent, but boy, Russ has a shit ton of toys upstairs.
Oh
Shit,
my god.
man.
Yeah.
First of the month, when I get paid first of the month, first thing I do, I pay all the monthly bills. So,
Dude, me too. And then it's just like my paycheck. It's just like someone comes and beats me up and steals money out of my pocket, man. I'm like,
Well,
yeah, man.
That's why
my problem is.
obscene.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say that's why I work obscene amounts of overtime.
Oh yeah,
Dude, I
absolutely.
wish I could do that at my job. I get like
Pre-orders are coming due.
Yeah.
Dog, I need extra runs.
I get a little bit more money. Like I get like the stipend when I coach in the winter time. But it's like other than that, like I wish there's some way at my job I could just like be like, hey, I'll work. I'll stay till this time. Let me make a little bit extra money. But that's like outside of me getting a second job.
Hey, we're hiring dock crews for the nighttime. Come on up.
All right,
Hello?
dude. Yeah, I'll come stay at your place for the
Can you guys hear me?
18
Yeah,
bucks an
yeah.
hour.
Okay. Shit, I don't know if they're gonna be able to hear me on the fucking show though.
Why?
Can you
What's
guys
wrong?
hear me live? Anybody?
Can you guys
Yo,
hear Nick
Mr.
say
Von
something in the chat?
Wolfenstein.
Hello.
Hello.
Eric, any of you guys, can you hear Brammer?
Eric
Yeah,
B's
yeah,
out.
man.
Good night, Eric B.
Yo, where's
Later,
Anna?
dude. What's up, Eric Von Wolfenstein? He came in and hang out with us one time. That dude's cool, man.
Yeah, he's a good shit.
oh man, I missed it.
We have good luck with Eric's.
Yeah, you they can hear
Yeah,
you.
dude, there's not
They
a
can hear
bad Eric in the realm yet. No.
Okay, so they say yup so they can hear me.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, Jesus
I checked. That's
oh
awesome.
my god, my wife is trying to get me in trouble, guys.
Why?
Fucking Great
What's up,
Dane puppy.
Oh no, dude, that thing's gonna be. Man, my wife. We saw a Great Dane the other day, and she was like, "That's not a dog." She was like, "It's a horse."
Dude,
Right?
it's a Great Dane American Bulldog puppy.
Damn, dude.
My wife
Wait,
is
it's both of them?
derailing me hard.
Your wife's what?
Derailing this show hard, and
Oh.
she doesn't even know.
You know what she's trying to do? She's trying to derail your snake want. She's trying to distract you from the
Yeah,
puppy.
That's probably
Nick's
it.
like, he's like, Kate already ordered a case of horny goat weed.
Actually,
The wheels are turning.
Actually, we got the fucking terrarium today.
Right on, dude. So you're just gonna cover the ground with that horny goat weed. You can split the capsules open, and then it looks like grass inside of it. Guys, Nick's trying to breed snakes.
I am.
He said he's gonna get 2 snakes and just put a bunch of horny goat weed. You buy it from the gas station. And
God.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
he's gonna make some money, dude. He's got a
plan.
plan. He's got a plan.
I'm gonna give that motherfucker Viagra.
I don't know how well that'll work, but okay.
Hey, it's a vasodilator, so snakes have blood. Blood goes into the
Yeah.
makes it bigger.
I
He's like,
know.
I know all about this science stuff.
What if
Yeah.
the
Snakes
snakes
got blood.
What if the
Oh my
snakes is
God.
all stiff and straight?
So
It's like this.
it should be a requirement if you knock on the door, the wrong door with pizza, you should be required to just hand it over.
Dude, I'd have
Yeah.
taken. I'd be like, "What you got in there, brother?" And if it was pineapple pizza, I'd be like, "Get to stepping, get out of here."
Right?
That bullshit.
Or fuck that shit.
Too bad the
Yeah,
only place that
man,
delivers
dude.
out here is the one with the shitty pizza. It's a
So
great
it's been an
sandwich.
hour in, and so we've
Oh,
done
I'm sorry.
we've done intros and somewhat
Yeah.
of one topic.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We went off on a tangent tonight. Oh my
We've
God,
been
that was-
off tonight, guys.
ADHD, man.
I can see a lot of things getting put in the fucking back burner tonight.
Indeed.
Our
God.
next topic: the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Oh,
Let's
this
go, man. Can't
So-
wait.
Me either.
Let me just summarize, and Josh and Rob, you tell me if I'm wrong. So what they're doing is they're breaking up each disc from the original Final Fantasy VII into 2 Blu-rays.
That's what it appears to be. They have not
Yeah.
confirmed how many episodes that it will be, but this first game is just the original content of disc 1 reimagined from the original game. The original game was 3 discs. So it is fair to say that, or safe to assume that we're looking at 3 installments, 2 Blu-ray discs each.
Yeah, and it sounds like this is going to be the first installment's all Midgar.
Yeah, which was pretty much the contents of the first disc.
Right.
And a little bit thereafter.
So are they actually changing things too?
They're changing story structure.
Okay.
They're changing a lot.
They're integrating a bunch of shit from the other offshoots of Final Fantasy.
It seems like they're going to be integrating story elements from Crisis Core and possibly Dirge of Cerberus. I'm not sure, but
I didn't hear any tactics, so I'm not interested.
No, tactics isn't tied into it.
Yeah,
but the combat system is more reminiscent of the most recent Final Fantasy 15. As the combat system they seem to be overhauling and upgrading. So it looks really good. And I know for a lot of people, Final Fantasy VII is their favorite Final Fantasy.
Yeah, a lot of the fucking like stills I've seen are great.
Yeah, it's
good. Oh yeah,
dude. Final Fantasy 15 was a beautiful game.
Yes, and that game was wonderful.
Yeah, dude, I played the nuts off that game.
And isn't the original 7 on the PlayStation Classic?
The original 7, yes, is on the PS1 Classics that they just released this past year. Which they had those on sale for $30 the other day on Walmart's website. So,
God damn.
Yeah, fuck that noise.
Yeah.
$30, I'd buy one.
Well, I posted it in the chat the other day.
Yeah, but it was while I was busy, and I think I missed it.
Yeah, when Rob looked at the chat, he was 89 messages behind and said, "Fuck it."
Yeah, I've done that. You laughed, but I fucking done that. Y'all get on a tangent, and I'm on a stem drive and can't touch my phone. 2 hours later, I get to where I'm going. It's like, huh.
You're like, fuck it, I missed it.
Yeah.
You need to get you a
Yeah,
Surface.
don't even contact me privately.
You need to get you a Surface and fucking put it on the right above the fucking glove box.
You know, funny enough, our new trucks, well, no, I shouldn't say new trucks, mine's new, but our new PeopleNet systems are all Android-based tablets with like 8-inch screens right at, yeah.
Oh, wow.
There you go, bro. Put Messenger up on that fucker.
Yeah.
So,
Russ, I need an upgrade in my truck.
Oh, shit.
So,
That's probably why I have the old one.
Final Fantasy VII is a lot of people's favorite Final Fantasy.
That's what I hear. That seems to be the consensus.
Well, the reason why is so many people, it was their first game in the series that they ever played. And most times,
yeah.
Think about things that introduced you into a certain genre.
Usually,
what do most of us have as their favorite Transformers series?
True that.
G1. Why? Well, that's what we watched when we were 8, 9, 10.
It was the origin. Yeah, it's kind of the originator. Even though I think Transformers Prime is my favorite series, but
absolutely. Beast Wars and Prime, I think, are better series, but
G1 has a special place in my heart. You know, so.
Y'all better get on that Combiners Wars train, man. That shit was dope.
You talking about that comic?
Nah, dude, that series, bro. Fucking
no.
Okay, you need to like quit hitting that vape pen.
Yeah, he's high as fuck.
Fucking
tonight.
Starscream combining with shit, dude. Come on.
Ugh.
He didn't have to be like Rukikas.
Yeah, I threw up in my mouth.
Anyway.
Go ahead. All right.
But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Final Fantasy VII is not my favorite game in the series. In fact, I like a lot of the other games much better. But I'm not saying that it's a bad game at all. I'm just saying it's not my favorite. I just prefer their storylines. But I am really looking forward to this remake and seeing what they've done with it. But here's the thing. Don't expect Part 2 and Part 3 to come out within a year of this first installment. I mean, they've been talking about this for several years now.
Yeah.
And they're just now getting Part 1 out in March. They just started development on the second one, so don't expect it for about 3 fucking years.
Dude, whenever like when they talked about this at E3 a couple weeks ago, I thought that it had already came out.
No.
That's why I was like, damn, wait, what? This hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, I will say this though. It might even be one of those games where buy it and just wait and binge it all at one time because you're gonna get frustrated when you get to the end of that first part. And go no.
Yeah, but how many people have the ability to do that? That's going to be hard for some people. I mean, I know I couldn't do it. I'd be like, I got to play that bitch. There's no way. I could never do that.
Well, I mean, each of these 2-disc games are going to be so huge. I mean, the content is enough to fill a full standard Final Fantasy game.
Yeah,
Well, each one of them is going to be 2 Blu-rays.
Yeah.
it's pretty
Yeah, that's what I'm
impressive.
saying. It's
Yeah,
going to be a lot there to discover and delve into and deep dive. Just it's not something that you're going to be able to play through in say a week and then be like, oh well, I'm ready for the next part 3 years from now. Take your time with it. Take your time with it.
That's true for all Final Fantasy games. Don't rush through them.
Yeah.
But honestly, man, I'm hoping this
I
paves
don't-
the way for more remakes
most
too. Maybe
Final
they'll try to-
Fantasies,
I
they
want
kind of make
a
it where you
new
can't rush through it.
tactics.
You know?
Tactics.
All right, you can get off that Tactics string because Tactics blows.
Tactics is the best
Hey,
Final Fantasy
Rob,
game of all
fuck
time.
you.
For nerds.
Fuck
I
you.
fucking hated Tactics,
Oh,
man. I could not
God.
get into it.
Fun.
Tactics was fantastic.
Shots
man.
fired.
Dude, I still play that shit on my PS3 before I go to bed at night.
What's the difference between like tactics and just a normal Final Fantasy game?
Tactics is
It's more of a real-time strategy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a strategy game. You get a party of 4, and you can level up jobs and shit, and each one can like dual class. So
I will say this though: you
Your
play
party.
League of Legends, so your opinion on video games is invalid.
dude, League of Legends is the most
Listen
popular
here,
video game in the world.
Listen here, Brony boy.
Savage.
Savage. That went right to the heart.
Tonight. Oh my gosh.
That's what we're gonna do this summer. We're gonna fucking start streaming the 5 of us playing League of Legends as a team, trying to get ranked.
Oh, hell.
No, it's gonna be 4 of you playing and me laughing my ass off.
Nah,
Yeah, I've never played that game in my life,
I
dude.
think-
I
I
just
think-
think I would get wasted.
we'll put Russ mid. We'll put Josh in the jungle. Rob is support.
Jungle Josh.
And
Well, I
Sam-
gotta be in
and
the jungle.
Sam is the ADC. The jungle gets to roam around the whole board, bro. Give you a
Why
lot
do I
to
want to do that? Why do I want to do that?
All right, you lazy fuck. I was
It's-
trying to give you something cool.
It's humid. My balls will stick to my thighs, and I don't like that.
All right.
I
So
hear that, man.
it was also announced.
He's doubting me. Said he's going to doubt it. It's going to take 4 years to release the entire thing. Mark my words. This game will not be completed in its entirety before 2024.
I'd bet you it's 2 years per chapter.
2 years per chapter. That's at least.
Yeah.
At the
Dude,
least.
that would be like 2026, wouldn't it?
Well, when's the last time they? When did
2025?
15 come out?
I don't
15
know.
came out 3 years ago now.
Yeah, and we're just getting.
It'll be 3 years ago
remake.
this November.
Yeah, so you're thinking the 3 years from the time they started on 7 remake till now for that first chapter.
Yeah, but you
Yep.
guys you're acting like they haven't started working on the next one already.
I just read an article that said they just started development of the second one.
Yeah, bro.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. There's more. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what development, like
Yeah,
where
Russ
they
has
at.
Well,
sources,
the advantage they're
bro.
going to have though with
Yeah, you know,
They'll have the-
now
they'll
you know
have
what I'm
the-
talking about.
they'll have assets done.
They'll have assets done, the engine to build off of, yes, but
That's what I mean.
they're
They're
still
fine.
having to redo so much.
Plus
Plus,
all
after
the localization and all that
each
shit.
Yep.
one, they're going to be reanimating Sephiroth's hair for all the fucking weeds.
Dude, they're
No,
they're reanimating the entire thing.
Nick, put your glasses back on. Never take those off again. You're fucking crazy without glasses, dude. You're like, God damn. Thank God. It's like, I always want to see the kind of like winging them looking and shit. That's
Oh, fuck. Oh, see, I didn't say that.
Oh, there goes the show.
That's on the knife.
Uh-oh, there we go.
Anyways, so
Settle
J.J.
down.
Abrams this week announced with Marvel that he and his son will be writing a new Spider-Man 4-issue miniseries.
Oh boy.
And it will be introducing a new villain called Cadaverous that we know
This threw me
absolutely
for a
nothing
loop.
about.
Bitch of the dead.
Yeah, this threw me for a loop reading the article. I was like, wait, because I just saw series J.J. Abrams. I was like, is he making a damn show? And then I get the like the vibe that they like asked him to do it, and then he's kind of just like putting it off to his son. He's like, hey man, do this thing.
The question is, why would they tap a guy like J.J. Abrams to write a comic?
Why
I think
not,
the
dude?
name-
Do you know
Joss Whedon wrote comics.
Josh
Yeah.
Whedon's
Yeah.
written comics?
He did,
Stephen King has
He
written
did
comics.
Astonishing
Well, Stephen
X-Men.
King's a writer. Joss Whedon, I could see doing it too. I don't know. For some
Yeah.
reason, just J.J. Abrams doesn't
Well-
strike me as the.
Maybe he might
Well,
be doing
he
it.
does a lot of shit with the scripts that he works with, dude. He's
Yeah, like I mean,
Does he?
he's
yeah, he was a
yeah, he's
script
got a
doctor
heavy
before
hand
he was a director.
on most of them, or on most of
Yeah,
his movies. He
Maybe
does.
this is mostly for his son. Maybe it's about
That's
doing
what I
something
think,
with this
man.
kid. You know,
That could
his
be.
kid's probably into comics. Maybe his kid's always wanted to write a comic or do a comic or something.
Mhm.
And he has the ability to kind of make shit like that happen.
Right.
Yeah, he's
So-
like, I'll get you in the door. You know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, maybe he's trying to get it. Introduce the son to the world. You know.
It can't be bad to have. JJ's already under the Disney umbrella with Star Wars,
Exactly.
so it
Right.
can't be bad to
Put his finger in another pie.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
fucking
sure.
dip his wick in another candle.
I like the way you put that. All right.
I'm willing to give it a shot either way.
Yeah, no, I would love to
It'd be
check it
weird.
out.
Especially since I don't pay for comics anymore.
Yeah, of course not.
But
Yeah,
that's
you
what,
gotta- you gotta
that's,
skin in the
neither,
game.
that's neither here nor
Listen,
there.
it's called the internet, motherfuckers. Figure it out.
But yeah, it could
Remember,
be.
if we're not paying for them, then they're eventually going to quit making them.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because
But anyway,
Dog.
something to think about though, like J.J. Abrams is kind of in the in the Disney universe. Could we see a J.J. Abrams Spider-Man movie?
I wouldn't doubt it. Why not? Why wouldn't you give J.J. Abrams an opportunity? I mean, if he wanted to do it, why wouldn't they?
But
Well,
at the
we're
same
gonna say
time,
sure.
can Marvel do it with Sony holding the rights to it? I know right now they've kind of got
Well-
a joint venture where they're working
Yeah,
sort of
Yeah.
collectively, but
Kind of, but I think Sony has given them a lot of carte blanche to kind of do what they want to do. Because Sony, above all, wants to make money.
right.
That's what they're about.
Yeah,
And you know
yeah.
that their Spider-Man movies just didn't cut the mustard as
Okay.
much. Although they made a lot of money with those movies, I will say that. And I thought they were all right. I didn't hate on them. So,
until Andrew fucking Garfield, but
well, Andrew Garfield
Well,
wasn't horrific. I thought it was
Spider-Man 3 was pretty terrible. So
Spider-Man 2,
Okay.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 killed it for me. Like I haven't
Okay.
seen the new shit because I'm just like fuck Spider-Man.
But-
right now.
Homecoming was awesome.
Okay,
Homecoming,
so
Homecoming's good.
but
Yeah,
the
I like
Amazing
that
Spider-Man 2, the reason why I like that is he tackled an event in comics that I really,
movie. Dude,
that I
yeah.
really, it was kind of it was a game changer. I mean, Gwen Stacy
Mhm.
dying was a big thing. You know, it was
For
huge.
that one, I would
And-
say I like parts of that movie, and I love parts of that movie, and then I
Mhm.
hate the rest of
Yo.
them. You know,
No, I got you.
Jamie Foxx in that movie looks like that fucking Coolio meme. Fucking Jamie
I-
Foxx with a
I will-
comb over and electric powers,
I-
bro.
I will admit to you that was probably I think it was a bad casting choice, to be honest with you.
Man,
Plus,
Paul
just-
Giamatti was the goddamn Rhino, dude.
I know what the
Yeah,
fuck. Yo, they had Dolph Lundgren. What the fuck?
yeah, I don't know, man. There was some
No,
poor choices
no,
But
made,
no.
but like,
but there were some positives in that movie too.
I'm glad.
I'm glad you think that.
But like,
You're like, stop
like,
making me defend it,
yeah.
okay?
yo, I think that you can guarantee if J.J. Abrams does a Spider-Man movie that there will be the Spider-Man light from the belt and it'll have lens flare. Guaranteed.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yep. Dude, I
That
was
will
reading.
be.
come on now, he's eased up on a lot of use.
Yeah.
Has he really?
Yeah.
Last,
Dude,
yeah.
last thing I saw was
Star
Force
Trek.
Awakens. Last thing I saw was Force Awakens, and before you even see the hero's head, she's got fucking lens flare from those goddamn goggles. Come on,
Dude,
bro.
watch Star Trek and then watch Star Wars, and there's a steep decline.
Yes.
It's a steep decline, but it's still there,
You know what?
bro.
I read something crazy that Tom Holland is pushing for
Spider-Verse
a
movie.
Spider-Verse movie, and I was laughing about it. But then you just got me thinking about J.J. Abrams doing a Spider-Man movie, and I'm like, what if they got him to do a live action Spider-Verse movie?
What did
Well,
Tom Holland say about that?
Well,
Tom
he
Ho-
wants to bring Toby and go ahead. You
Did
ready?
he
Go ahead.
say
Nick.
that, or were they like just ask him if he would like that?
I
You
didn't
know
even
what I mean?
see that. I didn't even see like how the question was phrased or whatever. But
Yeah.
but what he said was yes, he'd love to do a movie with Toby and Andrew Garfield.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's what drives me fucking nuts, man. Because they'll say that, and then you'll read the article, and it'll be like the interviewer was like, "Would you be open to doing a movie with these people?" And he'd be like, "Sure." And then like in the headlines, like,
But
What's
then,
his-
but like,
Tom Holland wants to do him. Like, no, dude.
yo,
it's-
dude,
I don't know if
That's a
he's
good
saying
point. It might have taken out of
I would
context.
go watch that. I would go watch it if they did.
I would too.
If they did the Spider-Verse movie with all three
Yeah.
of those Spider-Mans.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Nicolas Cage being a live-action Spider-Man noir.
Hell yeah.
Donald
dude.
Glover
Oh.
being fucking Miles Morales, and Emma Stone being fucking Ghost Spider.
Oh shit.
There you go.
Who would you get for Spider-Gwen?
Ooh,
Wait,
she's
what
Ghost
about-
Spider.
What,
That's her new name. That Marvel changed it.
Oh, Ghost
What
Spider? Is that what they
Like,
call
what?
her?
Ghost Spider?
but
Uh,
who do you get? Danny DeVito to be Spider-Ham?
Oh, I would
God.
watch
Nah.
the shit out of that.
Dude.
Why not? Because a bunch of jackasses were trying to get him to be Wolverine. He'd make a better Spider-Ham to me.
Nah,
Oh,
dude,
what?
he'd be a
He'd be funny
crazy
as
ass
shit.
Wolverine.
Did you say somebody wanted Danny DeVito to be Wolverine?
Yeah, there was
There's
a
a bunch of
whole,
jackasses
there
on
was
the
an
internet
there was
requesting
a
that shit.
change.org fucking petition that got 100,000 signatures for Danny
That's just
DeVito
because
to
they're
play
big Danny
Wolverine.
DeVito fans.
Has
They
the
want to
petition actually ever worked?
Yeah, I think he does. He does here and there. I think he does things. He picks
Nah,
and
if you're
chooses.
gonna get if you're gonna get Spider-Ham, I want it motion captured by Patton Oswalt.
That would be awesome.
Oh yes.
He's funny, man.
That would be great. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I would definitely go see that movie though. I would go check that out.
Yeah.
Especially if it's directed by J.J. Abrams. I'm in.
Lens flare everywhere.
Then
Next
Flair was
thing.
there.
Frank Miller is doing a Superman Earth 1 graphic novel where instead of being mild-mannered reporter Clark Kent, Superman's going to be a motherfucking Navy SEAL. So like with Frank Miller, do you think that he's going to make Superman the one that killed Bin Laden?
Oh, dude, that'd be tight. He'd do some out of pocket shit like
Because
that.
of fucking
Yeah.
like
I mean,
holy
that-
terror and all that
well,
shit.
That would be the only thing that could really top iconic moment: Captain America punching out Hitler. So
Yeah.
I just
That would be fucking nuts, and
See-
he would do it.
is this basically going to be along the lines of like how Red Sun was? You know?
Yeah, it's an
Like, kind of
Elseworld.
like-
It's an Elseworlds tale. It's a
Okay,
whole,
that's
it's
kind
a,
of cool then. Okay, all right.
Dude, that's
It-
DC's strength, man.
it's
Yeah.
a whole series of graphic novels under the Earth 1 imprint. Oh, that
Okay.
was all right. Let me do that, and then I have breaking news that was just announced today from DC too. That is,
Well, dude,
really
I
sad.
feel like that Earth 1 imprint is like similar to what they tried to do with Ultimate Marvel.
Yeah.
I feel like basically it's like if you're into comic books and you're like, I know who Superman is, but you can pick up Superman Earth 1. It's like an introduction, you know, and
Yeah, it's like usually a boiling down of the character to their base thing. They had, but some of them aren't. Like Wonder Woman was amazing. It was by Morrison. The Superman and even the Batman one was. They're all self-contained. So
Yeah.
like it's an imprint of self-contained original graphic novels. So speaking of imprints, DC made an announcement today that fills my heart with dread, and DC has shuttered Vertigo.
that's fucked up, dude. That's a big mistake.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the money involved in.
Huh.
The thing is they really haven't published much under Vertigo lately.
I know, man.
And anything that is like Vertigo-like has been being published by Gerard Way's Young Animals imprint.
Yeah. Vertigo,
So I
that
mean,
sucks.
but
Like,
it's like
Vertigo had a name. You know what I mean? Like it had like a mystique to it. I'll say that.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh shit, this Vertigo.
dude, when Vertigo had fucking Sandman,
Sandman,
Preacher,
Preacher.
Transmetropolitan,
Mhm.
and all that shit going on at the same time, they were just as good as any independent label.
Yeah.
Like Vertigo was the shit. Grant Morrison shit on there. Doom Patrol, Invisibles, Flex Mentallo.
Yeah.
I mean, Animal Man was a Vertigo title.
Yeah. Animal didn't
Animal Man back then was incredible.
Didn't
Yeah.
Alan Moore do that?
No, that was Morrison.
Okay, man, this is the second week in a row I thought Alan Moore did something that he didn't
Dude,
do.
Alan Moore doesn't do anything but play pocket pool and try to summon demons.
I'm just gonna say that once a week when someone
Hey,
mentions the
no,
story. I'm
Nick.
like, didn't Alan Moore do that?
Everybody's got to have a hobby, Nick. Stop,
Yeah.
okay? Pocket
Yeah, dude,
pool's
someone
pretty
want to
fucking
make
good.
demons appear. Alan Moore's a kook, dude.
I know. There's
So-
nothing like playing with your nuts in your pocket. It's great.
So knowing Frank Miller's history with writing Holy Terror, wanting Holy Terror to be actually Dark Knight 3, starring Batman going after terrorists.
Jesus.
How controversial he's been lately. Like, what do you guys think about this take on Superman being a Navy SEAL? Do you think that DC is gonna be able to rein him in enough, or do you think that it's just gonna be wild as fuck?
I
It's
think
gonna be
on the Dark Knight 3, they brought in Brian Azzarello for
Yeah.
for that purpose to rein him in. Like this dude's off his rocker. We want his name on this because it's I don't know, man. We'll see.
I don't think
There's not like a co-writer, is there?
Not that I saw.
I don't think there's a way to really rein in Frank Miller. He's going to do what he wants to do, and they'll either publish it or they won't.
Yeah.
And they don't want to lose the money.
Yeah, dude, they did publish that issue with Batman's fucking dick out. So I don't think
that wasn't him, and that was just a dick.
No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
This
infamous.
isn't going to be a racist diatribe. I mean, that's not a racist diatribe against the whole group of people.
Yeah.
Or
The idea
or say bigotry because it's religion, whatever.
The idea of Superman being a Navy SEAL is crazy to me because I'm trying to imagine. So what do? You send him in, he's armed with a fucking gun, and he's shooting motherfuckers up. I don't know. It's crazy to me.
You don't need a gun. You just blast him with that.
He
I
just
know.
wears a ninja suit and fucking uses heat vision, and it's
That's
over.
pretty much all he's gonna do,
Game
right?
over.
Takes off
That's
the
a
fucking
that's
night
a
vision
new
goggles
comic.
and just meh.
Yeah, that's a new comic, man. Somebody needs to make is fucking heat vision ninja.
Why?
Oh shit.
Why would he even need to be sneaky? He's fucking Superman. He can just walk in and eradicate everybody. And
He's got
accomplish
the
something
training
like that.
now, dude. He's a Navy
Yeah,
fucking
man.
SEAL.
I can be sneaky
Oh
about
my
it.
god!
So
I guess.
yeah, like he could be an agent of Spiral now. Fucking crazy ass
Christ,
Superman.
dude.
I could give a fuck about this. The only
Yeah, I
the,
mean,
the
it
only
sounds like
year
it's-
one, the only year one shit I read was Wonder Woman, and I really enjoyed that because it's Grant Morrison. And people were expecting, because of the movie and shit, that it was gonna be like this big action fest, and no, it was a whole like treatise on pacifism.
Yeah, I don't know. Like those kind of one-off kind of stories are interesting, but I mean, I really liked Red Sun. That was really
Red
good.
Sun was good. There's a ton of Elseworld shit that's good, man.
But
Yeah,
this
I think that's
one.
I don't
Oh,
even
go ahead.
I don't even know what they consider fucking All-Star Superman, but that's not main continuity, and it's the best Superman story ever told.
Yeah.
It really is.
Wait,
It's
was
pretty good,
All Star
actually.
Batman? Was that when he said I'm the goddamn?
Yeah,
Batman?
where he made Robin fend for
fuck with
himself,
Robin.
so the only
Yeah.
thing that Robin could eat was rats.
Mhm.
And then he's got Robin fucking terrified in the fucking Batmobile, I'm the goddamn Batman. I'm the goddamn Batman. I'm the goddamn pedo. I'm the bat pedo.
Did you say he's out the goddamn pedophile? I mean, Batman. Sorry.
I remember reading that, man. And that literally, like, I have a pretty high, like, suspension and disbelief, right? But I remember reading that and, like, this took me out of it.
And didn't he fuck Catwoman on a dock or some shit?
I never finished that book, dude.
I
Like,
didn't
it's
either.
dumb.
I didn't either. I just remember seeing because it had good art. Who was it? Was it Jim Lee?
Jim Lee, yeah.
Yeah, fucking
And
Jim
that's
Lee, right? Jim Lee doing fucking wonderful art to Frank Miller's fucked up shit. I'm the goddamn Batman.
Literally
Drawn by fucking.
Let me ask you,
story.
you guys think when Jim Lee's reading the story and he's putting
Jim
the art,
Lee doesn't give a
Dude, I was
fuck.
just
He's
about-
just
Or
like,
is-
yo, I'm
or is
gonna
Jim
draw
Lee
the
just like-
best Batman you've ever
he's
seen.
just smoking. He's just like hits like a hit off the joint and goes, "Fuck it, let's just draw." Yeah,
That's what I would do.
Dude, when he's
Right, yeah,
draw-
probably
when
reading
he's
the story,
drawing,
shaking his head.
dude, when he's drawing, he's not gonna see the fucking dialogue anyway.
No, true, but I mean, sometimes artists like to see the dialogue so they know what. Yeah, they have to need to see so they know what the scene to
Because
draw.
All,
You know what I
all
mean?
all he has to do is be like, put bubble by mouth. You know what I mean?
It's not what I mean, you doofus. You have to know what you're making the character do in a particular time.
Yeah, they have
He said, "Put
Yeah,
bubble in my
otherwise-
mouth."
Otherwise, you get Batman on a dock boning the fucking Catwoman going, I'm the goddamn Batman.
Exactly.
I'm the
Yeah,
goddamn
that is
Batman.
like Jim Lee.
Robin, why do you think
Batman
your shorts?
engage.
Why do you think your shorts are so short?
And Jim Lee draws it like Batman and Catwoman are just fighting, but then like Frank Miller writes in this bullshit. He's like, "No, you're fucking. What are you talking about? Like, you're fucking Jim Lee."
Robin, take this Benadryl smoothie, Robin.
I'll make you fend for yourself.
You've got to fend me off as part of your training.
He's like, and if you
Don't-
don't go all the way.
Don't mind the coconut oil.
The goddamn Batman.
I'm the goddamn Batman, Robin.
Oh god, when did that book come out?
Years ago.
Early 2000s.
Yeah. It came out around the time of Hush, I think.
Oh.
It was. I think it was
Might
Jim
have been
Lee's next project.
2002.
Yeah, I think it was like his next project after Hush. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Okay. So Superman's gonna be a Navy SEAL.
Great.
Written by
Great.
Frank Miller.
Great.
Fun. I can't wait. I think I may read it just because I know it's gonna be a train wreck, and I know that like somebody's gonna fucking go crazy about it.
Well, that's
Yeah.
probably why. That's probably the best reason to read it is just because it's going to be, it's one of those
Some kind
things
of
that's going to be so
controversy
shitty.
about it.
to be good. I understand.
For more comic news, they have announced IDW will be doing another Transformers comic. Set.
Oh, great.
Hey,
Josh,
hey,
you can't
Josh.
make that noise, man. It makes me nauseous.
Wait, what noise?
His puke noise. It really does.
It's
Is it
really
when he
good.
does it, or when anyone does it?
I think when he does
It's
it,
just
because he does a really
Josh
good one.
does it so well. God.
Yeah, he's like he
damn.
does a really good vomit. A really good vomit sound.
He's just actually puking.
Yeah,
The sound of it.
it's like you don't know it, but he really puked.
Yeah.
God damn it. I'm nauseous now. Josh, you fuck. Stop it.
Let me know when he's done.
You're good.
That's funny, dude.
You're good. All right. So they're doing. God damn it, Josh! Cut the shit.
Why do you guys? I didn't ask you. Why do you guys put it in our chat? Why, like in the MPSP chat? Why is there like a picture of a penis?
That's Rob. That's
It
Rob.
looks like-
It's not.
It
It's
not only
not,
is the penis. It looks like a penis with a really muscular penis. Good
You
lord.
It's
didn't-
not a
didn't read the little
penis.
chick
It is a
caption for
marital aid.
Oh, I did not. Let me see.
I'm
Let me
sorry.
put it
I'm
up.
sorry.
I don't have my
We're-
glasses on, so I'm blind.
Just as a disclaimer, we're not posting dicks to each other. It is a marital aid.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's Rob.
Shout out
It
to
backs
Zeus.
up our long-running bad dragon joke.
Alan Santos, love you, dude.
Oh, dude. Extra large Tyrannosaurus sex? Oh my god,
Yeah,
wow.
I told you it's a dildo. Fuck, toy, marital aid. I tried. Now you gotta fucking keep
Dude,
pushing,
that's-
so I gotta say dildo.
Listen, that's
There's a goddamn Coke can next to it.
Goddamn, what do you think
Oh
I'm
my
getting Anna
God.
for Christmas, motherfucker?
Well, let me tell you, I know Anna pretty well. Anna would tell you, get the fuck out of here.
Dude, she'll
Like,
hit you over the head with the thing
Yeah.
and she'll knock you into
Jesus.
next week.
She'll weaponize it.
Well, that's right.
Oh,
As big as
God.
that fucking thing is,
Sorry,
it'll be easy to weaponize.
Really.
All right, going from one dildo to another, the TF comic. Fucking.
It's so great.
It looks like what it looks like is that it's going to be a series from IDW in their current universe,
Garbage?
and
You can say
current
garbage.
timeline, but it is all going to be stories that do not take place on Cybertron.
And
It's gonna
apparently
be centered around the
stars
Constructicons.
Yeah, the stars of the
Right.
comic.
But the way they made it sound, Josh, did you read the whole thing?
No.
Yeah,
Because
see-
it was probably going to get worse as it went along.
Well, yeah. See, like they're using the Constructicons as the hook. So
Right.
the fir-
Good.
What
so
about the
first-
Scrapper
Yeah.
or the Long Haul?
series, man.
Yeah.
It's
So
gonna be a long haul getting through this
it's
book.
it's basically
You did this, man.
ain't that the fucking truth, man. I'm so upset about IDW Transformers.
Oh, yeah.
We had years of wonderful stories, and then
Now
they're
we get
giving us.
this.
We're getting this shit served up on a fucking. It's like you want a really you've been getting
Yeah.
really good steak, and you finally but you weren't expecting it, and you just keep getting fed this wonderful steak, and then they take the steak away from you,
Okay.
and then they give you a fucking Waffle House fucking
You know
patty
what?
melt.
I'm fucking
Easy,
hungry
walk
now.
off.
Thanks,
Those
Josh.
aren't so bad.
Yeah, hey, take it easy.
Liver and fucking onions.
This just came to me. IDW Transformers right now is Shaw Brothers. Shaw Brothers had beautiful, wonderful movies for 3 decades. And then you get to the 90s, and then you get Shaolin versus Evil Dead. And
Yeah.
that is the period that IDW TF Comics are in. So this series, I'm not even going to bother to tell you what it's called. I think it's like Transformers Timelines or some shit like that. And what it is based in the new continuity that they're doing.
Ugh.
And it will be stories not on Cybertron with rotating casts. So this first one is going to be the Constructicons and whatever characters they put in that. And then supposedly the next arc is supposed to be another team. So people, like, what the rumor was is that the next arc is supposed to be about the Mayhem Squad.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're gonna make this like a Decepticon book or if there's gonna be Autobot shit in it or what. But I'm so frustrated with IDW's Transformers books that I
see.
I mean, I hope it's good. I really do. I hope it's good, but I have no hope.
Transformers Galaxies is what they're calling
Galaxies,
it.
sorry.
Yeah,
Timeline
that's
of
what it is.
Galaxies.
It doesn't matter. Like, they can call it whatever the fuck they want to call it. It's still gonna be garbage. You know it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god. I don't know, man. I'm kind of disappointed because y'all are right, and what you just said is perfect. And Josh is right. We've had so many years of really good stuff. Even when they kind of went down, they were going down in a story arc and the comic and in one of the comics where you're kind of like, you always knew it was going to come back though, and you knew it was
And it
gonna,
did.
and it did, and it was always going to tie together somehow. Things always worked out well, even when Hasbro got involved too much, they still managed to find a way to work around that. And that's my theory, by the way. I think Hasbro is involved.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Way too much now. So much that I think they're making the comics like an animated series to sell toys. That's all they're doing now. So they don't get. I don't think
Absolutely
Hasbro gives a
what it
fuck
is.
about the story. You have to put these characters in it, and these they have to look just like this and complete. What y'all say down to the screw holes?
Yeah.
They have been drawing the screw holes.
That's for me. It's. I think.
That's
I
wild
think.
to me.
God, it's so horrible. Dude. It's bad. But
Sam, like, can you think about that? Like, think about maybe having an amazing Yamaguchi figure like that Wolverine. Doesn't he have screw holes in the back of the joints?
I mean, like you can. They're Rebel Tech joints, so like they stick out. You know, like you can look at them. You can see them from afar.
Okay, so somebody does a Wolverine comic, styles it after that Rebel Tech.
Amazing Yamaguchi starts making their own comics.
Yeah,
But they draw the screw holes in the figure onto the back of Wolverine.
yeah, but that's the thing. Like with Marvel Legends, they would do the pegs. You know what I'm saying?
No,
And-
what they would do with Rebel Tech is like when Wolverine bent his arm in the comic book,
Yeah.
there would be like this little click, 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 click.
yeah, there would be missing
Fucking
space
stupid,
where there's
dude.
not supposed to be.
Stupid.
And that's the thing, like Megatron in that first issue is nothing but like crazy ass lines and like the screw holes. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Insane, man.
that's just I mean, even for the toy, it's almost like Hasbro said you have to draw these exactly like the toy, and they said, "Okay, motherfuckers, we'll draw it just like the toy."
And, that- and-
So Hasbro's like,
and here's
See,
the other
here we
crazy.
go.
Here's the other crazy thing, is like, okay, if you want to do that style, cool. There's that style. But the other thing about the Siege toy line is they're all battle damaged.
right, yeah,
And
or
so
they have
it's
like
these
wear and
fucked up
tear.
Siege fucking designs with no battle damage, so they don't look right at all.
It's like if they're gonna say we're gonna model them after the toys, that's one thing. But to put screw holes, dude, that'd be like if you put like the Hasbro stamp on the thigh, wherever it is on the figure.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Or if you were doing a fans toy, or if you were doing a fans toys comic, the fucking quality
And
control
yeah.
sticker,
You see 30.
number 33.
That's so funny.
It's crazy.
Oh my god.
And it sucks to me because like I never read much of the Transformers comics, but it sucks to see that the toy line dictates the comics. So
And
much.
see, and that's what I think was so awesome about IDW back in the day was that I feel there was a time when Hasbro left them alone.
Yeah.
And I feel like the comic at times inspired Hasbro.
Yes.
Yeah, they're like,
See,
I
that's
think that's the way it should be, man. It's like
Yeah,
let us
that's
know what
it.
you
The
got going
fiction-
on. We'll make some toys. You know?
Right.
The fiction should dictate the toy.
I agree, and I think it was cool because it worked. It was a good relationship. They got good ideas, and Hasbro actually
Bomber
made some
Megatron,
good shit back in the day too.
the Generations RC with her accessories and shit, you know, making her
Yeah.
more of a badass, more of that
And
assassin
I
character
don't
she was.
think that with the toys, if you're a comic book fan, so if I read like say I'm reading East of West, if I see figures from that 5 years from now, I'm gonna buy them because I love that story so much.
Right.
Hasbro's worried about being timely with it, and they want the toys to come out at the same time as the stories. But if you get people hooked on the stories, they're gonna buy the toys whenever they come out.
Yeah.
Right.
And if it's a recognizable character, random Transformers fans are gonna buy them as long as it's in the spirit. Like that RC that came out, like you mentioned, that was an IDW RC. But if someone who's just a Transformers fan, they're like, "Oh, hey, it's RC.
Yep.
I'm gonna buy that because it looks like RC." You know, it's still in the spirit. I think
I agree with
the
you.
story has to come first, basically.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
I think that their interference is completely, they do what they always do. Hasbro finds a way to try to commercialize everything.
okay.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with commercializing it a bit, but leave it the fuck alone. Let these artists, let the writers do what the fuck.
Right.
And I think the writing is getting interfered with by Hasbro as well, because I think Hasbro is dictating the story because it's hard to do a story when you have to write about these characters.
Yeah, 'cause even if they said okay, you got to make them look like this. You need to add screw holes. If they said that to the artist, they could still make a good story. I read a bunch of good comics where I think the art's not good,
but it's a good story.
Yeah,
right, exactly. I have too.
And it's either they like just impose their will so much. They just got some writers who are just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do some bullshit and get a paycheck.
That's kind of what I feel like that a little bit. I feel like they're doing these comics, and I feel like they're putting half-ass work into it because I feel like their creativity has been sapped from them because Hasbro has basically clipped their nuts.
Yeah,
and said, you're gonna do it the way we want you to do
like,
it.
Maybe they like just found some guys who just like, oh fuck, maybe they're.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, I go to work like that sometimes. Like, I'm just showing up today.
I'm horrible at remembering creators' names, but who's the dude that did More Than Meets the Eye and Lost Light? Barber?
Wasn't that Nick Roche was the artist, right?
Right, but I think the writer was John Barber, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. So, here's what I'm thinking. Is like John Barber took an editor.
That was James Roberts, dude, not John Barber.
Yeah, James Roberts. That's it.
It's not James Roberts. Oh, James Roberts. Yes, James Roberts. You're absolutely right. I was staying away from that name because I was thinking James Robinson, the Starman guy. But you're absolutely right. James Roberts. James Roberts accepted an editorial position with IDW. And what I'm hoping is that he's going to try and weather this storm out and go to Hasbro and be like this shit ain't working. Because, I mean, that's the only thing I can think that they can do. Because if they change the license to Marvel or DC or Image, you're going to run into the same shit you're running into right now. Like Hasbro's interference.
Mm-hmm.
Because because Hasbro's going to say, hey, we need we need it to be this because we need to sell toys. That's what they're going to say. They're these guys, and that's going to be what's going to happen. They're not.
But it's worked so much better when Hasbro's taking a back seat and letting the fiction drive the toys.
I totally agree with you. I think that was when it was perfect. It was a perfect relationship. It worked out well, and we benefited from it because that's when you got to read some really good comic book stories.
Yeah.
I remember when I first discovered how good Transformer comics were. I was impressed, and it made me want to backtrack and read like shit I hadn't read before, and I still a lot of stuff I haven't read yet. I got to go back and read at some point.
Yeah.
But especially now because I've tried to read the new shit and I'm like, bleh.
Dude, it makes you go, huh?
Yeah. God, it's
start that shit again.
Please don't, Josh.
But yeah, I don't. It's. Like, I mean, we could beat up on Hasbro all day for lots of stuff, but I'm going to tell you, they really do sometimes, I think, cut off their nose to spite their face. They really do.
They do much better with their license, like the products where they like borrow licenses, like Star Wars and Marvel. They do so much better with that stuff.
Well, you know why, though? Because it's not theirs.
Yeah,
and they can't dictate. They can't tell. Right, they can't. Well, they can't tell.
They gotta answer to somebody,
right? And Lucasfilm will tell them, "Hey, fuckers, this is the character. This is what it looks like. This is what you're gonna do."
Yeah.
They don't have to listen to Hasbro. Hasbro has to do what they say. So they have to say, "You got to do like this." We don't, I mean, there's a reason why Hasbro wasn't really putting out a really strong X-Men presence for a long time. It's because Marvel didn't. Disney didn't want that. Because Fox had X-Men control, they weren't going to help them out. They're like, "Fuck you, we're not doing anything for promo." They held back for a long time, and I'm sure Hasbro wanted to put those characters out, but they until no, and I'm sure it killed them because they could have made them. Well, they made a lot of money anyway, so fuck it. Who cares? But yeah, that's in the end. It's all down to Hasbro being they do really well when somebody's overseeing them.
Yeah.
But when they're like a little kid left in charge of themselves, you pray that they are responsible enough to just kind of don't fuck anything up. That's Hasbro, but they can't help it. They're gonna fuck something up,
Word.
It's just bad, man.
Like,
all right, so that's my little rant. Sorry. Yeah.
no, it's
Thanks.
okay, man. We all rant. Like, the people that have been reading this book have been ranting about it.
It's
so,
bad, dude. It's bad.
It really is bad.
I got to issue 3, and I couldn't go any further.
Well, it's like all you want is for it to be as good as what you already had, you know?
Right.
Like,
it doesn't even have to be that good.
Go ahead. Sorry, Josh.
It doesn't even have to be that good. It's just got to be competent and intriguing.
I think you're right. I think you're right. I think trying to hold it to the same handle as like the past books, that's not even the case. It's just not even close. It's like bad, you know. It's like, come on, guys, you can do better than this.
I mean,
I don't know, dude. I'm sure there's gonna be people out there who say, "Oh, I like it. It's a great comic book story." Okay, go ahead.
I've read the first 7 issues, and I respectfully disagree with anyone who says it's a good story.
Yeah, you respectfully disagree.
I'll tell you flat out. It's goddamn horrible.
Yeah, I think you're you have no taste.
It reminds me of some shit you would have seen as a pack-in comic on a.
yeah.
But even some of the pack-ins from the.
Yeah, I'm about to say they
were
were probably better.
So, just real quick, what do you guys think are the most reviled Transformers cartoons?
The most reviled, like hated, I guess.
You can't
was
count,
it-
New RID would probably be.
I like the most recent RID.
Yeah.
yeah, like you can't, like I'm saying, like you can't count like the Kitty series.
No, I'm talking. What was it? There was Armada, Cybertron, and what was the other one?
Yeah,
I think the new RID one might actually be
Like the
more
Unicron
hated.
it was robots. in
Unicron
disguise.
trilogy. One
Yeah,
of those. I know one of those was really,
Kiss
really fucking bad.
Players
Was
and
it
That's
Energon?
my son. That's my son's G1, dude. He fucking loves that shit.
Was it Energon? Was the really, really bad one out of those 3?
Okay,
Which one was the one with Kicker?
with who?
Kicker.
I don't fucking.
I think
know.
that was
that
Energon. I
Beast
think that was
Wars
the
Neo
second
too?
one.
Oh, that was so fucking annoying.
I don't know, Nick. That's tough for me because
Right. Okay.
there's. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right. But you all, when I asked that question, you had something in your head.
Yeah, no, that's true.
This Transformers series that IDW is doing right now is worse than anything that I've ever seen.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna agree with
It
you.
is.
I think that this is personally the worst Transformers fiction I've seen since The Beast.
Wow.
And I'm not even sure that it's worse than that. Like that fucking Dinobot combiner, fucking, you cannot read this story and tell me that the Machinima shit is worse than it.
No, I don't know. I mean, the Machinima shit, it had some cool stuff, but that was just all about selling toys too. We know that, right? I mean,
Right.
you know,
But what I'm
understand
saying,
that too, right?
but what I'm saying
Yeah.
is that this current IDW iteration of Transformers is the worst fiction outside of children's Transformer cartoons.
Well, I don't know. I think I probably like some of the children's, like the real kiddie Transformer shows, better than this.
Right.
Dude,
but I'm
Rescue
saying,
Bots was the shit. Sorry.
well, see, to me, none of us are the target audience for Rescue Bots.
Right. So it's not meant for us to like it anyway.
Right.
No, I was about to say it was the shit though. It was good.
Yeah, there's some really cool shit in Rescue Bots. There's nothing about this I find redeeming.
Yeah, I got to say, I think you're right on the money with it.
I think that this current run of IDW Transformer comics is the worst fiction in the history of the Transformers franchise.
Yeah, I know. So I'm sure there'd be somebody out there who would say, "What about this or what about that?" And opinions can vary, but I'm telling you, I think you're right. And I only got through 3 issues of it, and I could not. I just didn't. I did not look forward. I did not want to do another issue. I didn't want to do another one. I couldn't do it.
I haven't watched it. I know that there's some Kiss Players shit.
Right. That's a lot.
I knew it was. I knew it was bad, so I don't have experience with it. But I would put this IDW fucking run right now up with KISS players to see what the worst fucking fiction in the history of Transformers is. I don't.
Kiss Players was cringy, but even that was a kind of a decent story.
Right. It's very sad to me, and it makes me upset. And I think that the way that the IDW Transformers are right now speaks a lot to the rest of comics, because there's not many comics that I can read now that I would enjoy, whereas about 10 years ago I was buying almost everything off the shelf.
I
I've
kinda
been
feel that
reading
way,
a
too.
lot of stuff here lately, and a lot of stuff is just not great.
Yeah. I feel
Do you think it's because everything's been done,
no, I think
or is it
that
just
personally, there are always going to be new stories to be told, or there's going to be a twist on an old story that is better than what the original is.
right?
But I think with what Marvel and DC are doing and IDW, I mean, I think you have to go outside. I think you have to go outside those three companies to find something that is late.
Honestly, the best thing that I've been reading consistently, that's other than the IDW run that ended in December.
Mhm.
Outside of that, the best thing I've been reading in the past year, and I've gone back and read everything, is the IDW TMNT stuff. That stuff's wonderful.
I've started with the first few trades, and I am enjoying that. I skipped ahead, and I'm reading Shredder in Hell, and that's really good.
Shredder in Hell? That sounds intriguing,
yeah.
actually.
I mean, it just sounded intriguing to me too. Like Shredder in Hell. What the fuck is this?
Really, right? What's
And
wrong with that?
I don't know all of the story going in, but it's fucking good. And again, it's published by fucking IDW.
Mm-hmm.
So
it leads you to believe
They can do no wrong.
My point is that Marvel and DC are moving their comic universes more towards their cinematic universes, and I think that the comics are suffering from it. And there's a few things, like DC is trying really hard right now with some of the stuff Scott Snyder's doing in Justice League. And Marvel has some books that are like fringe books that are just like fucking good. But like
that Immortal Hulk, I've not read it yet, but it's like been one of the hottest selling titles that Marvel's got for a while now.
Everybody needs to read Immortal Hulk.
I actually plan on getting caught up on that this weekend.
I'm trying to think of the last book that I've enjoyed as much as Immortal Hulk was Secret Six.
Cool.
Damn.
And I was loving Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy started off great. So far, each issue's been great. Incredible Hulk, Immortal Hulk has been going 19 issues, and you can't miss an issue of that comic. It is that engrossing. Like, okay, like Josh, like we were talking about, we do a chat every week, the day before the show, talking about what we're gonna talk about, and we were talking about, I was fucking with Josh, and I was like, dude, I don't think you get the same experience of Game of Thrones because you binged it. Whereas, like, people that had the anticipation of reading it every week, might have a different interpretation of what's going on.
That's interesting. You said, I mean, that's kind of an interesting take on it, though, Nick. You might be right about that. It may cause the show to lose some of its, because you can instantly go to another episode. It's instant gratification.
Yeah, like
having to have the build up.
And that's a different discussion for a different time. But what I'm saying is that I binged the first 13 issues of Immortal Hulk. I know that if I had been waiting month to month for that fucking thing, I would have been more excited for that than I was Game of Thrones. Immortal Hulk is, I think, personally, in my opinion, the best comic on the stands.
Well, you really are a comic book nerd, aren't you? Good lord.
Oh yeah.
Just to actually say a comic book would be better than Game of Thrones. You're out of your fucking mind. But okay, it's fine.
Dude, I challenge you to catch
I'm
up.
kidding.
I challenge you to catch up on fucking Incredible Hulk and tell me that
Well,
you're
I
not
like-
feeling the same way. That,
I think I think I would like that comic actually, and I think
Yeah.
I do need to start reading it because and I'm probably gonna have to start from. I got you make it the way you're saying it. I need to start with issue 1 and go back. Don't fuck around and skip. So
yeah, don't
um,
fuck around and skip an issue.
I
because
I like the
everything.
Hulk, so
Okay, that's it. Like I think you kind of helped me with that. Immortal Hulk is like Game of Thrones, where there's so many storylines going through. But
okay,
they all connect together,
okay.
and everything gets a conclusion. Everything is touched upon later. It's fucking beautiful. I love that book.
That's cool. I mean, that shows some really sophisticated writing. I mean, somebody's
Yeah.
writing really good shit. Who's writing that? Who is it?
It's a guy called Al Ewing.
Al Ewing. Okay.
I've seen his name on certain things. I thought I saw him doing something with Cosmic Ghost Rider,
Huh.
which, dude, Cosmic Ghost. I was reading the fucking solicits for Marvel in September. Cosmic Ghost Rider's gonna fight the Avengers. So, like, there is crazy shit going on in comics that will make you fucking love it. But there's then you have to wade through the shit like Transformers.
Yeah, the X-Men stuff, the mainline X-Men stuff's been really good.
Well,
The Age of X stuff is wrapping up in the next couple of
Mhm.
weeks, and it's gotten a little bit better. But I'm really enjoying the Age of X stuff. But that Power of X stuff starts in a month.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan
Can't wait.
Hickman taking over the X-Men, man. That's fucking amazing.
Can't wait.
Now, Josh, so like all the minis that are going on with the Age of X-Men have picked up because
They
they're
picked up a little bit. They're in their 4th and 5th issues now.
yeah. See, like issues 2, 3, and I think 4 for most of the series were just like filler. Like it felt like stories weren't going anywhere and it wasn't interesting. But
They're definitely slow burns.
yeah, slow burns. Especially Prisoner X. I was really excited
Oh
about that.
man, I really enjoyed that one actually.
Yeah.
That one and Next Gen. Those I think have been the best 2 titles.
See, my favorites were Prisoner X and Apocalypse in the Externals or whatever it was, Extracts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just to put a cap on our comics discussion, there's good shit out there. You have to
No
find
doubt.
it.
Yeah, you gotta find it, man. It's like music.
So it's like everybody is gonna bitch and complain because it's not the comics of their youth.
Yeah.
But there is stuff out there that's interesting that's gonna hit you now. That I mean is gonna be the next thing you're gonna see on the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I mean, comics are nowhere near dead. They're in a better place than they have been in a long time. That's a discussion for another time. I think that we should go ahead and try and cover the last 2 topics we got. There are Disney Plus and MCU leaks. So some of these could be spoilery. So we're starting now. Let me go ahead and check this out. According to my timer, we were at 1 hour and 42 minutes. So when we end, I'll check the time again and give it to you so that you can try and figure out where to stop listening if you don't want to be spoiled. But this shit's interesting to me.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
remember, we'll see. We'll see how much spoiling this is. Go ahead.
All right. So, MC movie leaks continued.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to go back to the old shit because this shit is happening now. It was June 18th, which is 3 days ago. And these are the most recent leaks that I've seen. Black Panther 2. Killmonger will appear in the spiritual plane like
That's
when
awesome, man.
like when T'Challa was talking to his father.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
Yeah. The film will
happy
the film will
What?
feature Queen Divine Justice, who I have no idea who that is. Anybody?
Nope. No.
Okay. And it says it will be political, which fine. It's a Black Panther movie. The first movie had political themes, but
Hell yeah, dude. That's what it should be, man.
yeah. Well, and the thing is that like it didn't beat you over the head with it. You
No,
know?
dude, it's like they mentioned it in like the one flashback scene just because Killmonger's dad, when he talked about how it was there, he's like these places where African American people live, it's like they're overly policed and overly incarcerated. And it was like interesting to see like to him like how alien that was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was like, this is a crisis that like we see every day and just are kind of used to it, you know. But he was like, no, this is like insane. Like how are we gonna let this happen, you know? And this
I
is
wish,
like
man,
it's
I
like
wish we could
kind of
all.
offhand comments.
I wish we all could live in fucking Wakanda.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Like, okay, that's one of my two favorite utopian societies: Wakanda and the Federation. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but keep in mind the Federation has issues.
Well,
Too.
dude, Wakanda has issues too.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah,
Wakanda's
definitely.
issues are outside issues, and they're
Yeah, you're right, man. I don't think I could live in that heat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, I'm in
That's a good
Florida
point.
training. Yo,
Yeah.
if I can get tan enough and they'll take me, I'll go to Wakanda.
But it's like I know people are gonna read that and like roll their eyes like, oh, they're getting political, blah blah blah. But it's like I've said it tons of times on this show, man. Like that's what comic books are.
Comic
Like
books
they're always the
you're
most progressive
absolutely right.
medium.
Well,
You
yeah,
know?
but here's the thing: a little political isn't bad. It's if they make the whole movie nothing but that,
Yeah,
which they're not going to do, so it's fine. You know, I mean, I'm not worried about that shit.
They're gonna tell a good story.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed the first Black Panther movie so
dude,
much. It was
like-
really good. I loved it.
all right, we're off the spoilers of Endgame, right? I'm not gonna get in trouble.
Yeah,
I don't think
Dude,
so. It's went out
like
long
all
enough.
right,
2
cool.
months now.
Dude, I did not
Yeah.
expect to fucking nerd out as much as I did when T'Challa was helping Peter.
It was pretty cool. It
Dude, I
pretty
was
cool,
like,
and it-
fuck yeah, Black Panther's gonna take care of this shit.
I totally hope that there's going to be like more crossing over in the MCU. I really do. Down the
Like
road.
that-
I don't know if
This-
the way to do it now, man.
The thing
Yeah.
about Black Panther in the movies as opposed to in the comics he's kind of untouchable.
I know.
Meaning that like
Yep.
he's
Not-
more emotionally distant.
Yep, he is.
But like in the fucking movies, when fucking T'Challa does something, man, you understand what he's doing. Like in Winter Soldier, you understand why he's doing what he's doing. Or
Mhm.
in Black Panther, you're fucking rooting for him.
Yeah,
the
man,
same thing
I like that.
in the
They,
Avengers movies.
Yeah, they like brought him down to earth a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They did. Well, yeah, I think they made
I
him
like
just
that.
just a little
Yeah.
more of a real
Little more
person.
Relatable.
And that's the thing. I got to speak to that because in the comics, before I saw Winter Soldier, I never cared for Black Panther in the comics ever. I mean, I knew he was important, but I just never had a particular attachment to him.
Yeah.
Winter Soldier, if it did anything, it made me super excited for his character to see him more in the movies, and I love it.
Even how in the movies how they made his sister, because like he's supposed to be like one of the smartest people on earth,
Hmm
kind of like shifted that role to his sister. But I even like that a little bit because it makes him like even more like he's there because of his moral compass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
but
agree.
but at the same time, they haven't dumbed him down any.
No, they haven't.
Like,
No.
like that's the thing. Like that's beautiful. Like in the comics, Shuri, his sister, becomes the Black Panther at one point.
Yeah, she does. Yep.
But like the thing is that like they haven't dumbed T'Challa down. They've just made Shuri like that much smarter.
Right.
Yeah, but see, I love
You
how
know-
they made her super smart. But you
Yeah.
can see she's the brains, he's the brawn, but he's not. But he's not a brainless brawn. and she's not brains with no ability. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah,
kind of like
What they did, they made
very
him a little
first
more
season.
politically and street smart, is what they did.
Well, he's always like the Black Panther is like
Yeah.
one of the smartest dudes in the Marvel universe.
Right.
But like what I'm saying is that like they made Shuri a strong character without taking away from the male character and making him less.
exactly,
Right.
which is something that comics
so
have been
that-
doing a lot. So it's hard.
Right. So Shuri in the movie, she stands on her own because of her own merit and because she's that fucking dope.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, but so that's the Black Panther shit that we got. There is a Shang-Chi movie coming.
I've heard like some casting rumors. I know they're looking at Donnie Yen and then some other dude whose name I forget. But
Yeah, like they're saying they're trying to say that Donnie Yen maybe not Shang-Chi but the Mandarin.
oh damn, dude, that'd be
And-
fucking tight. Which would work because he's old or
Yeah.
older, you know.
And
Even though
then
you can't tell.
dude, could you imagine if they did something right, like get fucking Tony Jaa to be Shang-Chi?
Oh my God.
God.
Sign me up right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, like, the thing about Shang-Chi is that when he was first introduced, Marvel had the rights to Fu Manchu, and Fu Manchu was originally Shang-Chi's father. Then in the comics, when Marvel lost the rights, they changed the story around to write out Fu Manchu, and Shang-Chi's father was a character called the Yellow Claw. So now in the movies, they might make it the
Well,
Mandarin.
it just sounds like he needs a pedicure.
Yeah. So there's all that going. I think Shang-Chi could be amazing if they get the right actors to do it. Iron Fist has a little bit more lore to it, but I mean they put Iron Fist on Netflix, so
Yeah, and
Yeah, and they
stupid
wiped their
ass
ass
dude
with it.
playing him.
yeah.
Hey, speaking of Netflix Marvel, I finished Jessica Jones. This
I haven't
season,
gotten through yet. Was it pretty
This-
good? Like,
this season is much better than the last season.
that's
It's
good.
it's good. It's
I
good.
think I'm up through episode 5 so far. So I'm getting there. I'm gonna try to watch some more of it tomorrow. I gotta take my daughter out driving. God help me.
Good
And
luck.
yeah, and then I'm gonna try to maybe get some of that. But yeah, so you liked it though, Josh? That's good.
Yeah, I've
I
been
really
shy
did.
about jumping on
All
and
right,
trying
good
it.
deal.
Yeah.
Season 2 was so bad.
Yeah, I wasn't that crazy. I mean, I
I never saw it, man. I only watched the first one.
I'm going to try and find a chronological way to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Inhumans, and all the Netflix shit. And I'm going to binge it.
God damn, dude.
It's a lot of
Did you,
binging.
Nick? You never watched the Inhumans series? The one they did?
I watched the pilot and I did enjoy
Okay.
it. I thought, actually, I watched the pilot and I think 1 or 2 episodes after that, but I did enjoy it.
You did enjoy it, or you didn't enjoy
I
it?
did. I thought there were some moments in that were
Yeah.
underplayed, that were
Right.
that were very important and should have been
Yes.
made bigger.
I kind of feel the same way about it. It's weird that you say that because that's a problem I had with it. I feel like they kind of blew past certain things that happened. Like it didn't really stop the show how impactful that was. You know,
Yeah.
I agree with you. That's crazy.
And that's just in the first 3 issues. I mean, episodes.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, it was pretty insane.
But yeah, so going on next to MCU movie leaks. And these are reported on that hashtag show. A friend of mine, Jeffrey May, used to be involved with this site, and he's a great dude, and he's a stand-up comedian out in LA, so check out Jeff May if you get a chance. Doctor Strange 2. Christine Palmer, Wong, Mordo, and the Ancient One will all reappear in the MCU.
Mm.
And again, take this with a grain of salt because you never know with these leaks. Nightmare will be the villain.
What were we saying last night? Because I said something about Mordo, like wanting him to be the villain, but then like you said something about him being.
Yeah, in this article it says that Mortal will be a complex, sympathetic antagonist like Loki.
And I like that. I like Mordo.
Yeah. Klee and Brother Voodoo will appear. Asian actresses eyed for Klee. Parts of the movie will be set in the 180s, so I'm thinking the 1800s.
Okay, cool.
For MCU, the last group of leaks is for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. The High Evolutionary will be the main villain and Rocket's creator. Rocket will fall in love with another of the High Evolutionary's experiments, Lila. Drax will find out that his daughter is still alive. If you don't know who his daughter is, in the comics, she is
It's Moon Dragon.
One of the most powerful
Oh, cool.
telepaths in the Marvel Universe.
She's which one? She's Komodo Dragon?
She's the bald chick with the green costume.
Oh, yeah.
Star-Lord and Nebula will become closer as they search for Gamora. Thor will
I like that, man.
Yeah. Thor will be in the movie and meet Beta Ray Bill, who might be another of the High Evolutionary's experiments. When I was thinking,
I hope they do justice to Beta Ray Bill, though. He's a cool character.
I think what you
Interesting.
from if they're involving the High Evolutionary, I think what you may find out with Beta Ray Bill in the MCU is that he and Sir Horse are kind of, amalgamated together. Because Sir Horse was one of the High Evolutionary's most trusted lieutenants. And he has a very similar appearance to Beta Ray Bill. Quasar and Adam Warlock also are rumored to appear, with Zac Efron reportedly eyed for Adam Warlock in the MCU.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't either. Like,
Keanu Reeves for fucking Warlock. Come on. Let's do it.
That's another rumor that's been going around, and I could deal with that. But in all honesty, if you guys read the Infinity Gauntlet comics, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They already used them, but fucking Adam Warlock is Jeff Goldblum.
You're not wrong. That's at all. That would work.
Like that disaffected personality and like that, childlike wonderment. That's Warlock. So that's
but you think they could do that when they already burned him as?
Oh no, definitely not. But I'm just saying that's like how I would picture Warlock as an actor, like someone portraying him.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. So there are also Disney Plus leaks. Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision, which is all one word with the V capitalized in Vision, Loki, and Hawkeye are in development for Disney Plus, but the characters will still feature in movies. The X-Men, pick your laptop up.
Yeah, you're washing it, Nick, right out.
Mine?
Yeah, pick it up. There you go. The X-Men and Fantastic Four will not appear until Phase 5. I don't know how true that's going to be, since Feige said that they're starting to develop them as soon as possible.
Well, they're running about, 10 years per phase?
No.
Nah. Well,
no.
Nah. Because
5.
About 3.
So about
3 or 4.
Yeah.
We really think that's long enough for a cool-off period before they do X-Men and Fantastic?
Yeah.
What, 3 years? Yes.
Yeah. Especially with Marvel's track record.
True.
I think
and considering the disaster that Dark Phoenix was, it needs 3 years.
I would think they would want to do Fantastic Four since there was a longer wait there, and let X-Men cool off for a couple more years even after that.
Yeah.
After Dark Phoenix burned so bad.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I keep in mind though too. They. I mean, this Fox acquisition, they want to take advantage of everything they got from it.
True.
Disney doesn't fuck around. They're a money printing machine. They want their money back pronto.
Yeah. Well, they could build a lot off of the Fantastic Four franchise to begin.
They could. But I would rather see them handle the Fantastic Four before they fuck with the X-Men.
That's me too.
Well,
just 'cause
yeah,
I'm-
exactly.
I'm such a big fan of the Fantastic Four. I would rather see what they could do with it. That makes sense. Just rather see how their take on it. So
I want to see a Silver Surfer origin story.
no, I don't. Fuck him.
Hell
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
He's part of it, though.
He ruins the Fantastic Four for me. Anytime he shows up with a little silver fucking leotard on. Go away.
He doesn't have a silver leotard, Russ. He's not.
looks like
he's not wearing
he's-
clothing at all.
He's wearing he's like a little silver naked guy. Get the fuck out of here.
He's got chrome nuts, man. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
whatever. He rides around on a fucking surfboard through space. That's not awesome.
Russ,
He's
you
also-
would real nuts.
He's also one of Stan Lee's favorite characters.
Well, just I can't disrespect Stanley. Sorry. Can't do that. Anyway, you reached my limit. I can't do it. I have too much respect for the guy. Sorry.
Yeah.
But I still hate Silver Surfer. Fucking.
I know you do. I know you do, and we'll get you past that at some point.
Phase 5, all Silver Surfer.
Yeah. All
I'm
Silver
out.
Surfer all the time.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I would.
All
God,
Silver all the time.
That said, though, I would love to see him get into that because that means Galactus too, and I'd love to see what the MCU could do.
Oh god damn it! You know what sucks about
Yeah,
that? I
man.
love Galactus, but in order to have Galactus, I have to deal with that silver fucking freak.
I'd like
So
to
that's what
see,
does drive me crazy.
yeah, dude. I'd like to see
Ugh.
Galactus be represented as like a big cloud, like a different interpretation on him.
Dude,
wanna be a big
Galactus.
I just hope if they do a Silver Surfer movie, they do it right about the time of a TF con, so we could drag Russ's ass to it.
Oh, Jesus
Dude,
Christ!
that'd be tight, man. That'd be tight. Like watching that, ass would like it too. You like it, don't you?
ahead, Nick.
Galactus' time will be portrayed by a Bob Ross cloud.
Oh,
That's no happy accident either.
That's awesome, dude.
All right.
Snorts a couple lines of coke.
Do
before he
we
gets
want to do this Men in Black versus Dark Phoenix, or it's already 10 past 11? And
Nah, let's.
they both sucked. End of story.
I mean, listen.
You got it.
The only thing I got to say about it is I think there might be an oversaturation of movies. That's all I'm going to say.
Oversaturation of bad movies.
yeah,
Of bad movies, yeah.
Yeah, we can move this and then have some more examples. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 You guys want to go ahead and start heading to the unbroadcasted?
Yeah.
We can do that if you
Well,
want. That's fine.
Go ahead, Russ. I mean,
Russ, we can do that if you want to go on. And what, Josh, did you have something going on? What's going on?
Corporate tattoo.
Oh yeah,
guy.
yeah. I was going to take this opportunity to plug my thing if you didn't care.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I
Yeah.
do because I gave you a chance earlier, and now you want to do it.
I said I would do it after we
Hurry
got
up.
intros out of the
Okay, I'm
way.
fucking with you. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. You
Nick,
go ahead and do your thing, Bubba.
Anyway, on July the 1st, I'm going to be performing my third annual charity event. It is the Final Fantasy V 4-Job Fiesta. I do this each year to raise money for Child's Play charity. I will be playing a restricted playthrough of Final Fantasy V, and it's going to run from July 1st to August 31st. So there will be donations accepted directly. I've got a donation button set up directly on my Twitch channel that goes straight to Child's Play. All donations, 100% goes to Child's Play. Anybody that donates a certain amount, $5, will be eligible for incentive prizes. And I'm actually working on a couple of things that I'm giving away that I have in my possession. Some actual custom painted items that I'm going to be doing. Also have some people that have hit me up that said they can contribute artwork to it that can be used as well, and that's incredibly appreciated, very much appreciated. But that's going to be on my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/insubanoy76. I'll be posting about it every day when I actually do go live. It's going to be multiple days a week. It's going to last 2 months. And it's probably going to take 2 months because I got shafted on my classes, the jobs that I'm forced to be using. But yeah, it's a great cause, Child's Play. They take donations and they purchase video game consoles, video games, controllers, other accessories, tablets, e-readers, uh, books, magazines, stuffed animals, building toys, educational toys, and they put them in children's hospitals, and they allow children in those hospitals to check them out, so the kids have something to do other than worry about being in the damn hospital and being sick, whatever's wrong with them. And it's a wonderful cause, and it's something I believe in.
Oh,
And yeah, that's something I'm excited about getting underway here in just about 10 more days. So
Yeah. You guys check him out, man. You're gonna be on Twitch, right?
it'll be on Twitch, and I'm probably going to do restream. So I'm probably going to go Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook all at the same time.
Oh,
sweet.
cool.
If
Right.
I can.
Nice.
Okay.
So I'm going to be testing that out. But yeah,
Sounds
Check
good.
that
bro.
shit out, man.
And we
Get on there.
did this last year. Let's try and
Yeah.
get everybody, try and do something this year too.
yeah. Last year, the first year I did it, my goal, I wanted to raise $100. I raised $103. I felt accomplished. Last year, I said I wanted to double that, and I literally doubled it, and I raised 206. And I just felt ecstatic about that. This year, I want to do more. I want to do at least 350. I would love to do 400, but I want to be reasonable and set it at 350. But we'll see what happens. That's what I'm shooting for.
All
Awesome.
right. So we're gonna go ahead and head to our credits now. We'll be talking more about Josh's Final Fantasy run through. It's time to go, and time for you guys to be able to get into the unbroadcasted. So, as I
Have a good
always
night,
say,
guys.
every week, love y'all, peace, love, and hair grease.
Bye-bye.
Sorry, I wrapped that up because I saw E already popped in.